Reggie up 1-0. Straight up. We ain't letting up on DDG, man. Ain't no letting up on DDG, y'all. We ain't letting up. We ain't done with him. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. We ain't done with DDG. Out here getting beat up on by the mermaid. Yeah. If you can't get beat up on by the mermaid, y'all. And then come on here, then come on your streams talking shit. What's up, James? Brand name, what it is. This nigga DDG got abused by the mermaid, y'all. Abused him. Do we gotta go back to the lawsuit? Yo, do we gotta go back? Yo, we get home. We gotta revisit that custody suit that she filed and that protection order she filed on DDG. That nigga, that nigga was taking pictures of bruises. hey yo, hey yo, have you ever got into it with your girl and started taking pictures of bruises? hey yo, that nigga man, cut it out, man. What's up, bro? That nigga man, cut it out, man. We got the pictures. Matter of fact, I can pull it up on my phone. Hold on. Out here, out here, out here, get gathering evidence and shit. Bluffing ass nigga. Shalada, what it is? Yeah, he going outside. King Hayes, what it do? Yo mad. Yo mad cause Shorty don't want no scam around him. What it is he be scamming too. I told you a lot of these guys, yo, they just look at their supporters. For one, they call their supporters fans. But they look at their supporters like as a dollar sign. They don't view y'all as real people. You know what I mean? It's all about how much I can make out these people, how much I can profit. Hold up, y'all. Gotta put these tags in for real. Man, hit that like button. Y'all got some bad news too, y'all. Y'all know we've been trying to get Tisa Towers in the Wild King night for the last several weeks. But the judge canceled Wild King nights moving forward, man. I think that's gonna be part of his conditions once released, man. No more Wild King nights. I don't know how Diddy gonna do it. Yeah, they try to make me sick. I don't know how Diddy gonna pull it off, yo. I just can't imagine Diddy ending Wild King nights. I mean, yo, he had a nice run. He been doing it since 2010. You know what I mean? From 2010 to 2020. That's a what? 14-year run. Can't stop Wild King nights, man. Fuck that. I'm ready to write the judge, man. Straight up. We need Wild King nights to continue. We got people that want in. You know what I mean? Got Tisa Tell, she want in. Nacy Grace want in. The girl from Long Crime Network, man, we can't stop, yo. Fuck that. I think Diddy might say, look, just give me 10 years. Diddy might ask, if it comes down to a decision between Wild King nights and prison time, Diddy gonna take the prison time. He ain't stopping Wild King nights. Fuck that shit. Motherfucker Tisa Towers got pressed in outside the courtroom. He got cooked how? They didn't get no motherfucker cooked. You got denied bond, man. That's it. You got denied bond, y'all. He ain't get no motherfucking cooked. Just said he got cooked. How he get cooked? 2,800. 12 years. Jesus Christ. 12 years for what? Hey, Bob, you tripping, man. He is not guilty. Diddy won, man. Fuck is you talking about? Yo, Diddy won. I said that on numerous occasions, yo. The most they gonna get off Diddy is the trafficking across state lines. That's it. And that's all. That's all they got. Man, you know he ain't backing down, man. Shorty Baltimore, man, and the whole city riding behind him. That's what I don't think DDG recognized that. He don't realize, yo, this kid that you going at got a whole city behind him, and they willing to crash out. They thought it was gonna be easy. They thought they had a victim, but DDG is a victim. He a victim of the Little Mermaid, man. He got attacked by the mermaid and started taking pictures. Look, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the pictures DDG took when the Little Mermaid beat up on him. Hold up. Let me show y'all what happened. That man took video. DG wants emergency custody. No, that's not it. Here you go. Oh no. That is it. Hold on. And the crazy thing about it, I sided with your punk ass on this. Then you gonna come at the one of Baltimore's own? Nah, we ain't doing that, bro. You can't do that, shorty. You know, things switch real fast. Hold on. They got this bitch sharing text messages and shit. Y'all see that? Hold on. Out here getting beat up on by a Little Mermaid. You gonna come at her. You gonna come at the little Reggie. Let me show y'all, man. Look. You keep hitting me. Look at this nigga. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. He need to go. Man, hey, he keep fucking around. He keep fucking around. They gonna track down Haley. I just seen she was on the motherfucking yacht. They gonna track it down, man. Look, check you out. Yo, look at yo, man. Out here playing victim. Check y'all man out. Bluffing ass nigga. How you gonna come at the little Reggie? You out here taking pictures of wounds, man. Look, don't take pictures of wounds. Look what she did to me, man. He'll probably sent that to his mother. Hey, man, look. I got it to her with the mermaid. Look what she did. I got bruises on my arm. Yo, bluffing ass nigga. He's a bluff. Man, you better leave that shit alone, man. I'm bruised up, man. Bluffing ass nigga. Leave. Like I say, yo, they hey, boy, that's what he did, though. You know what I mean? Thought he had an easy one. He thought he had an easy one, yo. He thought he underestimated the fact that, yo, we don't play that shit in our city. You ain't? We don't play that, yo. It's hard enough to get up. Yo, we ain't gonna have somebody get up and you try to knock them down. Oh, hell no. We gonna raise them back up. Fuck wrong with you, man? We ain't doing that, y'all. I just didn't like the aggressiveness. You know what I mean? I ain't like how he was aggressive, how aggressive he was with Shorty, and he ain't do that with nobody else. It's the first time I ever seen him come this aggressive when he talking about physical harm and what he gonna do to him if he see him. And nah, bro, no the fuck you ain't. No the fuck you ain't. Better take that shit to Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy wanted it. Soldier Boy wanted it. He ain't want no smoke with Soldier Boy though. Let's see if he shared any other wounds. I ain't gonna lie, yo, Little Mermaid, but she wouldn't raise her hand at me, man. That girl grew up on Disney's. You out here getting abused by. That man Shane had no respect for you. God damn, this nigga just went through the whole text log. Jesus Christ, nigga. Got his brother telling. Everybody telling. Yeah, yeah, the little mermaid beat him up, y'all. That need to be his little name. That need to be his new name, man. Yo, ain't that yo that got beat up by the mermaid? And his name ain't even DDG no more. His new name is yo that got beat up by the mermaid, man. That's it. Whenever you mention his name, fuck that doo doo garbage shit. No, that's yo. They got beat up by the mermaid. Nigga need to make that shit stick. I'ma hit Lil Reggie in the inbox. From now on, that's his name, yo. I guarantee they run with it. Mermaid man, straight up. Yeah, straight up, bro. Yeah, lie. Cause that's mermaid man. Yo, this bitch getting abused. Get the fuck out of here, man. That girl probably 110 pounds, man. And she out here abusing you like that. Putting all these superficial wounds. They got all these superficial wounds on his body, taking pictures of him. He gonna come at the Lord Reggie. Shorty wanna come from the trenches. Probably been through some of the worst situations, things that DG could never imagine. And you gonna try to come at him and discredit Joe? Man, fuck no. DG couldn't walk some of the streets Lord Reggie walked. He'll be a victim. Again. He'll be a victim again. Buffett ass nigga. But Reggie going in on him now. Before we get to Diddy, hold up, Lord Reggie live right now. Going in on this bluffing ass. This was turned in. I think Lord Reggie the only person I follow on Twitch. I don't even follow nobody else on Twitch. See, I was thinking about Twitch, they be playing music and shit. Can't do that shit on YouTube. They having a whole party in that bitch. Like my man party, he got the biddies out. You heard me. The fuck wrong with DDG? So they having a whole party on stream. That's why they mad. That's why they mad, y'all. He thought he was gonna be able to destroy you. He thought he was gonna be able to destroy you, man. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nope. Hey, bend over. You always trolling, man. You must came from Tisa Towers page. Bend over always troll. That's all you do is troll, yo. You don't got nothing better to do with your time. Right now we talking about DDG being a clown. Trying to take down a young brother on the come up. And he trying to use his rest of his little streamer buddies to do it. But we ain't standing for that. That's what whack though for. I don't even know the fuck that is, man. Take your ass back over there, man. He probably is one of the whack cronies. Whack out here to get exposed for having a motherfucking police badge in his wallet. Who the fuck rides around with an honorary police badge? That nigga crazy. He ever get pulled over, he like, look man, my uncle's law enforcement. You gotta get out of jail free card. That nigga whack ride around with a get out of jail free card, y'all. I told y'all he was the police. Yeah, that was a real badge. He an honorary member of the Los Angeles Police Department. Like, who the fuck does that? Who wants to be an honorary member of the Los Angeles Police Department? Y'all don't even have no police in my family, y'all. That I know of on either side. Mother side, father side. Like, we ain't come up out the police mall. Yeah, man, like I don't think nobody in my family is interested and grew up to ever say, you know what, I'm gonna become a cop. Like, no, we ain't never did that. We ain't never did that, y'all. That goes into your motherfucking family tree, nigga. You feel me? That goes into the fabric of who you is as a person, nigga. It's built in your family, nigga. Like, nobody in my family thinks that. Like, we all grew up knew what the fuck the police was and what they was about. Nobody never had no interest in joining them. You know what I mean? Look, my man, shorty partying. Fuck wrong with him. Fuck wrong with him. Straight out the trenches with it though. Partying. Come on, y'all. DDG better leave that shit alone. He ain't gonna win this. I don't know if he said he didn't ruin people's careers and he the king controlling. He ain't gonna win this one. I guarantee he don't win this one. Yeah, that is what he doing, Dwayne. He changing the game. They don't like it. They don't like it. Because he ain't troll type funny. He just, I call it Baltimore funny. What you mean why he's still locked up, yo? Yo, we gonna get to Diddy, man. What you mean why he's still locked up? He locked up because he got found guilty on the weakest counts. Yeah, yo, he Baltimore funny, like how I'm Baltimore funny. Like, we be serious. Like, you know how I be joking, but I be serious at the same time. That's how little Reggie is. He be joking, but he's serious at the same time. Look, look, DDG mad, right? Man, see to Louisiana, man. The NO. Well, I don't know if you're in the NO, but sleep to the whole Louisiana.
Oh, it's really people out here that think they bigger than the program. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. I am the program. I'm the program. Well, if I'm I'm the program, then a lot of niggas bigger than me. But y'all get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody bigger than the program, nigga. Don't nobody run the internet, nigga. The internet ran by everybody, nigga. Fuck the line, nigga.
No, he dragging. Cause Shorty really thought he was gonna be able to get rid of him. He thought he was really gonna be able to get rid of him, y'all. Nope. This shit different, Shorty. Check him out.
Y'all in that house, bro. Y'all know that little nigga wrong. And if niggas back in that little bullshit he been saying, y'all know that nigga got a fucking mouth on him. Niggas backing that, y'all dead ass wrong too, bro. I don't give a fuck if that's y'all little homie, none of that shit, bro. That shit ain't cool. And y'all know with me, bro, I never start nothing. I'm never the initiator of any situation, bro. Never. Niggas always start with me. And then they call me a bully when I go lower than low. That's how I go though. Really not tripping. Really not pressed whatsoever. Y'all in that house, y'all know that nigga dead ass wrong. If a nigga's not to call him and be like, hey bro, tripping. I tried to squash it 2 times with the little nigga and y'all co-signing it, cool.
No, it ain't no squashing it, man. What the fuck you talking about?
It is what it is. I ain't tripping.
What's is up is up. Nigga, fuck you mean? He must say no. He ain't get the memo. ain't no you can't wave a white flag. Yo, DDG was wrong, man. That man called that girl out for scamming his supporters. You should have stayed out of it. No, we don't do that, yo. If we get money, we ain't scamming, yo. You understand what I'm saying? We don't even respect that shit for the most part. Nigga, like, since when we start respecting scammers? These niggas, because he one of them, scams his supporters. You know, if somebody paying to do a promo, talking about if you give me $50, I'll give you 1,000, he gonna share that shit. He don't give a fuck. No, we don't do that in our city, bro. We ain't with that.
At all. Fuck
Nigga.
He mad. He mad that they ain't back in this play. Nah, man, let Shorty shine, man. You shouldn't mind your motherfucking business, nigga. Shouldn't mind your business. That's what you should have did.
I don't care if you understand it, you don't understand it. I'm a warrior. I've been in head to head with these folks in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Like when they ask the question, is there systemic racism? And nobody answers the question. I'm like, yo, no, hold on. This systemic racism, they trying to keep their foot on the neck up to my level, up to Jay-Z's level, up to LeBron's level. It's an illusion of inclusion by just a couple of us. So I can sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with that. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontliner. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. I'm having to start right now to organize and to come together, and so we can build our political army unapologetically for the things that matter to us.
Do you believe there's a way to vote and support it, like your personal interests and the interests of your people as a whole?
Yeah. See, when you at our Black Party, we love free-thinking, free-minded people and individuals. That's all we want in life, is to be able to be free and to be able to think as free as we want. But you have a responsibility to your people to ride on what they riding with for the betterment of the good of the whole overall tribe. We are a people that have been abused the most, and we got to start biting their legs off.
That's right.
You know, when they put their foot on our neck, we got to start biting that shit off. When they shooting us in the back, we got to start defending ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because Ain't nothing gonna stop
Man,
unless
straight up, man. Reggie in 5, man. Man, we saying Reggie in 4. Sweep, you heard me. We ain't going to game 5. Reggie in 4, man. Shara, man, well, I was looking for you last night, man. I was looking for you last night. Hey, I was you always be asking me to drop the link. Man, baby oil back. Baby oil back. Freak offs might be paused, y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm saying. I think they might have paused. I think they might have paused the freak offs, y'all.
Don't strike me, bro. I'm happy as fuck in
Yo.
having this way. I would dead ass feel some type of way.
Yeah,
On the inside.
I don't have a key yet, so.
Because you gotta put it somewhere else.
No, man.
That's why I'm over here looking everywhere. Like, where the fuck you put it, bro?
Yeah.
I need to turn paperwork in and shit. I got like a week
Week what?
of paperwork.
For real?
Oh, bro, it's wild.
Yeah.
Man, it's busy as fuck.
Man, oh yeah. Lucky 4 leaf, what it is. Yeah, Diddy should be free, man. Appreciate it, man. Come on now, Jim Jones and Nacy, you serious? Jim Jones, that shit, yo, that's not even a debate. That's why I stopped talking about it. You feel me? I stopped talking about it because it was a senseless conversation. Like Jim Jones is clout chasing. I might not ever speak on Jim Jones again. That man 50 years old and clout chasing. He's a clown. That we don't clout chase at 50. Fuck is he doing? He might as well be Charleston
Don't
White.
strike me, bro.
He might as well be Charleston White, man.
Y'all don't tell nobody. Shout out to all my.
Look, Wack got caught. Now everybody talking about the case was bogus. Yeah, I'm sick of that. I'm about sick of the internet. Everybody sat around. Everybody sat around and watched Diddy get railroaded. Ain't nobody say nothing. Now, since the verdict come back, oh, the case was bogus from the start. Well, bitch, you should have said that shit 7 months ago. We've been saying that shit for months over here, man. Yeah, man. Yo, we've been saying that shit for months. Yo, how ain't nobody else see it? Yo, I refuse to believe nobody else see it. Y'all was talking to Shaw G today, man. Salute to Shaw G. Shaw G funny as a motherfucker. Y'all nigga able to phone die, yo, just off the media coverage and the lies that was told. You understand? Yo, from the beginning, bro, ain't nobody on the internet been riding harder for Diddy than keep it G News. And it wasn't really about Diddy. It was more about the federal government overreaching, hitting people with trumped up ass charges. He said Boosie Ray side of bad boy. Yeah, Tisa Tell's got pressed. She got pressed of it earlier. Hold on, let me show y'all what happened. She got pressed. All that fucking lying she was doing. Tom, I wasn't lying. Yeah, the fuck you was. You was lying. You was lying. Talking about she wasn't lying. Look, check it out, y'all.
Love slots? The DraftKings Casino app's got you.
Kubrick, what it is.
New players play $5 and get 500 total spins on
It was. It was.
Okay, we gotta talking about a demonic industry. Listen, I will say this one time: the jury got it wrong, and the jury enabled, and the fact that they will actually do that. I will say this, okay? I will say this: this is not over, and we need to move forward. I get all the flunkies of Diddy are happy their idol, who wouldn't even spit on them, is out.
Look, she mad as shit.
Rolling Stones found out more.
Here you go, right here.
Grand jury do, and we very courage throughout this trial. She displayed unquestionable strength and brought attention to the realities of powerful men in our orbit and the misconduct that has persisted for decades without repercussion. This case proved that change is long overdue, and we will continue to fight on behalf of survivors. Well said, Mr. Wigdor. Well said, okay? Now let's look at whatever else also could have went wrong, okay? Listen, again, last major point, which points to the obvious fact that this whole thing was unnecessarily rushed. All right? In grand jury, listen, grand juries and home raise are what happens when you end the investigation.
You hear? She lied to y'all. She lied to y'all. And she did lie. She lied the whole motherfucking time. She lied the whole time, yo. Me and her covered the same documents. She strategically didn't cover the documents that exposed the truth. She only covered the lies. We covered the lies and the truth. And she got a team, yo. There's no excuse for that. I'm sure she can get all the documents I can get, if not more. She lied to 608,000 people. She lied to them, man.
Bringing stuff to the grand jury just a few months after opening an investigation. The fact at the end that their rushed and lazy investigations, the feds knew nothing more about Diddy and his business operations than what was Cassie's complaint, right? I mean, the Rolling Stones found out more about the illegal stuff that Diddy was doing than the feds did.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You lied, man. It's fucked up. There are people still supporting this shit, yo. She is not organic. She is part of the play. She's part of the agenda. She might be some type of fucking government official.
All right? Everyone knew Diddy was doing mob-type stuff to keep people in shady deals and cutting former business partners out. 2 years of wiretaps and pressure to talk and be charged as a co-conspirator would have done a lot. But again, Mark Agnifilio took that away, okay? Listen, again, it is what it is. Again, this is a watershed moment, okay? It is a watershed moment. Again, it is a watershed moment. Again, what are you doing? It is a watershed moment. You guys, listen. All I can say is this, okay? All I can say is this. Again, people want to talk about controlling the media, okay? But when I say watershed moment, I don't mean that good. I mean that it's a watershed moment and a wake-up call for the type of country we live in, for the type of thoughts that are in people's minds from 40 to 71 years old, and the fact that they will actually do that. I will say this, okay? I will say this. This is not over, and we need to move forward. I get all the flunkies of Diddy are happy their idol, who wouldn't even spit on them, is out. Because this is the type of lifestyle they idolize. A world where women can be drugged, they can be transported, they can be beat.
Yo, listen to the lies, yo. Yo, Diddy didn't drug anybody. They didn't transport anybody.
And nothing, as long as you have enough money and power, the respect that brings will guarantee that you will never get anything again. Again, this is a circus, and this is America. This is the world we live in. A woman's body means nothing. Bruises mean nothing. SA mean nothing, okay? And now...
Yo, if they'd have stuck to the facts, if they'd have charged Diddy with domestic abuse, I don't think nobody would have said nothing. But the fact that they charged him with sex trafficking and a RICO, yo, come on now. That was extreme. That was extreme. The fact that they ran these plays on them with these fake ass lawsuits and you reported on them, knowing if you read the whole lawsuit, don't paraphrase it. That's why I always tell y'all, I read the whole document. At least the factual allegations. I'm not just going to give you snippets of the lawsuit so it makes it bigger than it is. We're going to read the whole lawsuit and we're going to go through what sounds believable versus what sounds fake. And when you read them lawsuits, y'all, damn near all of them sound fake. All of them. I ain't going to say damn near. All of them.
Black men coming, trying to do. You guys, listen. I will actually say something, right? At the end of the day, these were federal charges. And the fact that people think that federal charges do not have anything and they don't stick about...
No, you lied to everybody. You lied to your whole platform. I've been saying this girl been lying for months.
And they don't stick. Oh, these broke niggas is mad. So anyway, listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, excuse me, can you please move him away, please? So at the end of the day, right?
Yo, this girl got bodyguards, man. What the fuck she got bodyguards for? Hold on, let me send this. I'm gonna let this play. Why she got bodyguards? Think about that though, y'all. I mean, how many other YouTubers went up there with bodyguards? She probably the only one. And she had them up there every day. So who is she dealing with? Or who is she connected to that could afford for her to have bodyguards for 6 weeks? 6 weeks? Yeah, a whole bunch of lies. Or a lot of them numbers is fake, y'all. You gotta understand the play. The play is boost the numbers, make people tap in. If I bought some views and there was 5,000 people in here, that's gonna bring at least another 1,000 people. That's the play. That's how she got there. Now nowadays it might be real, but she got there by running fake numbers.
Right? At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right? We will listen. At the end of the day, we have done what we can. This shows that these people care more about, right? We have shown. Y'all, I work for the feds. So listen, what's been actually happening is, I'm glad I'm turning into the story, honey. I'm glad I'm going. Okay, so listen, at the end of the day, these people are sitting here in their struggle, mad that Diddy doesn't even know they exist. They want it, I get it. They're mad that they don't have, right? Listen, they are mad. They're mad. They're mad. They are mad. Listen, at the end of the day, the prosecution is showing what it is. And now they are saying that I should be the story because I actually went to the prosecution. Because at the end of the day, they are mad that I went with what the prosecution could say, that I did with what the prosecution would say, and they're mad. There's all these bottom figures that literally are trying to get money off they can, but they cannot, right? Listen, at the end of the day, these people need to be worrying about whether Diddy's going to get time and not yelling at me. I get it that I'm the story. I know they need me for the views. I know they need me for the content. I know they need me for those pennies and those money. And I know that they are the type of men that feel very comfortable trying to harass and bully and intimidate women. At the end of the day, this is the type of people they are. They want to bully women. They want the quiet women.
Look, that's a goddamn lie. Yo, people should be mad. Yo, people should be mad. Yo, you sit there and lied on that black American man, man. That man, regardless of how people feel about Diddy, yo, he ain't deserve to be slandered, man. You lied intentionally, slandered him. Yo, Dexter, Valens don't know what the fuck he talking about. Man, I get no 20 years. How is 20 years? Diddy is a 0-point offender. He's a 0-point offender, y'all. Which means he don't have no record, no history. Diddy is not getting 20 years. His guidelines is only 20 to 27 months. I think he's going to get less than the guidelines. I just know the judge don't just get to decide the sentence. You have guidelines in the federal system. Diddy doesn't have an extensive criminal history. This is his first time going through the system. His guidelines are going to be low. Diddy, you'll see. The most Diddy do is another year. Not even that. The most Diddy do is another 6 months. What happened, what happened today? Since you know what happened, tell me what happened. He do need to be let out now. It's a damn shame he ain't get a bail for a non-violent crime. Yo, but that's non-violent. That's a non-violent offense, bro. I know what he got charged with. Prostitution, transportation. Is that really wow? Wow. He got found guilty of transporting prostitutes for sex. GB Christmas. Give him life in prison for that. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. he got found guilty for transportation of prostitutes, and you think he gonna get 20 years? Yeah, you crazy motherfucker.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, but crazy. You got where the key at, bro? Oh, you did? Where was that? Alright, bro. Yeah, y'all crazy as shit, man. Fuck you think? Fuck you think that man gonna get life in prison for transporting prostitutes? Like, you crazy, man. Yo, at the most, at the most, in the most extreme circumstances, that's probably 5 years, man. For somebody that don't got criminal history, that shit probably 5 years, man. Diddy didn't get bail because the judge ain't on the fucking play. The judge been in on the play from the beginning. That's why he flipped the script on him like that. But the judge is bound by, when it come down to sentencing, the judge is bound by laws. If they over sentence Diddy, that shit gonna get overturned so motherfucking fast. If the judge over sentence Diddy, what's up, Jen? Hey, Shara, you still here? I told I was looking for you yesterday. I dropped the link in the chat. You always say, keep it G, when you gonna drop the link so I can come up and speak? And you wasn't there. I said, man, let me use StreamYard today so Shara can speak her piece. And you wasn't in there, man. Shit cool. You said, what about who, daughter? Yo, and that's another thing too, y'all. Taking his ancestors off the table. There's no longer.
And there's a bunch of dusty, ugly, male-identified women also riding on them. At the end of the day, this is the world we live in. And I'm glad. Thank you for my baby for paying for security. Thank you for my baby for keeping me protected. Baby,
Who's this guy, yo? Who is this mystery guy she's always talking about? Like, yo, everything about this girl screams strange. She got this huge following. She always talks about her boyfriend. Nobody claims him. She never posts him. Never mentions his name. Obviously, he got some fucking money. But nobody claims him. Why, yo? Like, yo, people gotta start asking these motherfuckers questions. Why is everything so private with this girl? Who are you? Where the fuck did you come from? And let me say this too, right? Yo, Brian Steele wasn't the best attorney in that case. Brian Steele was not the best attorney in that case. Know who was? That motherfucking black girl. The fuck is her name? I think she out of Brian Steele mob though. Yeah, what's the black girl name, y'all? think it's Morrison or something. What's the black girl that was representing Diddy? That fuck with Brian Steele. She was the one that said, Mia, you lied on the stand today. Man, that shit blew the case open. If you want to know what testimony blew the case open, that's what it was. When the black lawyer, can't remember her name for some reason, when she said to Mia, is it true that you lied on the stand today in front of the jury? Yo, that was it. Case over. That was a bombshell. She dropped a nuke on that girl, man. She dropped a nuke on her. That changed everything because she was connected to Cassie. They found out that her and Cassie was having conversations about the lawsuit. And they concocted a story. Yo, do anybody know the girl I'm talking about? I see people praising Brian Steele. Brian Steele beat 2 Rico. Yo, Brian Steele wasn't the best attorney, man. Not in that case. He did his thing, though. They all did their thing. Who's we? Val? Val, you was on the jury? Who's we, y'all? You working with the feds? Hey, Val, are you working with the feds? You said we got the jury out the way. So are you either working with the federal government or you working with Tisa Towns? But they didn't get, Puffy won, man. Puffy won. He beat the Rico. He beat sex trafficking. Diddy won. That's all it was about. As long as he beat them, he wins. I said that weeks ago. As long as Diddy beat them other cases, Diddy won, man. Now how hard it is to beat a Rico? A bully rival still trying to plead their case as to why Diddy deserved 20 years in prison when that's not really happened. It's a damn shame, yo. Just admit that you was wrong, man. Just admit that you listened to mainstream media and you believed all the nonsense and you're wrong. That's all you gotta do, y'all. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to hold on to it. Ain't no need to hold on to it. Shit. I always drop my fucking lighter, y'all. Got it wrong, brother. Or sister. I mean, brother. You wanted Diddy to go down. I don't know why. I don't know why you wanted Diddy to go down so bad. But for whatever reason, that's what you wanted and you didn't get it. Well, they damn sure tried. The whole situation was a play. They didn't have a case. They didn't have a case for Rico. They didn't have a case for sex trafficking. All they wanted to do was slander him. The whole thing was a play. But Diddy defense team spoke out today. What's up, North Memphis? Yo, do anybody know the girl name that I'm talking about? I don't nobody know this girl name. The black girl, man. She a beast.
For years, McKeesport's wastewater system faced uncertainty. Pennsylvania American Water's
Thank you all for being patient. Am I speaking loud enough? You all can hear me okay? All right. Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District prosecutors, they're not stopping between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word. and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of. And all of the component snapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today's a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos.
All right, I first want to thank my client, Sean Combs, for trusting us, myself and everybody here, this incredible dream team that he put together. Without him, we would not have been able to do this. He is incredible. I want to thank him. I want to thank the jury for putting such great care into this case. They came early every single day, and I want to thank them, as I said in my opening, standing between all of us and the drastic consequences of the criminal convictions of sex trafficking, and RICO is a jury of our peers. And I thank them. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank the terrible conditions at the MDC. I want to thank the good people who worked to ensure that we had sufficient amount of time to prepare for trial. It's extremely difficult to prepare for a federal case in the conditions at the MDC, and they did everything they could to make that happen. I want to thank them. I also have been saying this since the beginning of this case. Sean Combs has not sexually assaulted anybody. I've been saying this for months. We've said it with each lawsuit that came out, and today that was proven true. The media got it wrong about Sean Combs every single day for nearly 2 years. I ask that for every time you guys see a civil lawsuit, criminal complaints or criminal indictments, you actually take a look and analyze these and see whether or not these are actually going to stand up in a court of law.
Facts. That's what we've been doing over here. That's what we've been doing over here. That's why we've been on the right side of history. We look at that shit and like, yo, this sounds bogus. We ain't just moving off headlines. You know what I mean? A lot of these people just moving off headlines. No, we move off what makes sense. We don't believe our victims. Let's start there. We do not believe all alleged victims. Because motherfuckers lie more than they tell the truth nowadays. We only believe real victims. We only believe stories that make sense. Not no old dumbass shit.
Because today they did not. He has not sexually assaulted anybody, certainly hasn't sex trafficked anybody, and the jury found that today. Thank you. I am now going to pass this over to Mr. Steele.
Good evening. Good evening. I want to thank the ladies and gentlemen to my right and my left. There is not a better group of honest and ethical, hardworking, and zealous lawyers, and I especially wish to thank Mark and Tenny for allowing me and everyone else to come together. On behalf of my family, myself, I wish to thank you all for being here and writing fully about a man wrongly charged with most of the crimes, and that we all must
she was the best lawyer there, y'all. Her right here.
Are nothing. And I'd like to thank Sean for letting me be here. Thank you all. God bless you.
What did your client want to say with reason?
She the one that lit the court on fire, man.
Bless you.
What did your client want to say with reason? Thankfully.
Look.
Thankfully,
Look.
in our country,
They know.
we have our.
They know. You see the ovation she got. You see the cheers. Yo, she is the one that lit the court on fire. When she said, Maya, you lied today in court. You know that motherfucking balcony incident ain't never happened. Man, case over. Not guilty. Off the rip. Not guilty. She did that.
To a jury trial. And thankfully, Mr. Combs took that right. He actually battled for his freedom, for his innocence. He did it. And a lot of times, you know, people are too afraid to do it. And he did it, and we're so happy that he did. We're proud of him. We are completely honored that he put his faith and his trust in us to fight for him. Today is a major win to show what the system can do. We appreciate it. We're so thankful to the jury. Thank you to the court. Thank you, New York. It's been a pleasure being here and fighting in your district. Thank you so much. And listen, we appreciate the media. We do. There was a lot of reporting on the accusations. There was a lot of reporting on the indictment. Please report just as vigorously on the acquittal of these counts, please, because that's also the right thing to do. Thank you.
Yo, that's the thing, yo. This shit's so major for them, yo, because they had to fight against mainstream media. They ain't just had to fight in court. That's why they keep talking about media coverage. They had to fight against mainstream media, man. That was major. See, what people gotta understand, yo, you're not paying $20 million for a defense team and lose. It ain't happening. It probably never happened in the history of the United States. You're not paying $20 million for a defense team and lose. It's a money game. So all the people that was pushing that narrative, that's a simple fact that you should know. If you don't know nothing else about law, you should know good and goddamn well you ain't paying $20 million for no legal team and lose. Common sense. Like Law 101. He who got the bag wins. Law 101. You might, if you ain't heard that before, you're welcome. It taught you something new. That man paid $20 million for a legal team, man. You think he ready to go on that bitch and lose? Fuck no. You crazy motherfucker, you think that's the case. First rule of law, man. Before you get into anything legal.
Good afternoon. So, first of all, I want to thank this wonderful team behind me. I am so happy that they allowed me to join it. I would like to say that I've done a lot of trials, but this is probably the most special one to me. And most important, I want everyone to know the job is not done yet. We're not finished. The job is not done yet. And so I want to, again, thank Mark, Tanny, and the rest of these wonderful lawyers behind us. They did a fantastic job. And like those before me have said, our system, the jury system, is important. We need good people to serve on juries. We need good people to come and say a person is not guilty. Take that courage to do that. It's okay. We want you to serve on juries. This particular jury was a special jury. It was fantastic. It listened. It paid attention. It put the nonsense to the side. It put the distraction to the side and came to a lawfully good, just conclusion. Juries are important. Juries are important. But more important than that, I think, is people wanting to be on juries. So for all of you all listening, for all you out there in the public, please accept the call. Become a juror and do the right thing. Thank you very much.
It is such a privilege to be a part of this legal team, this amazing legal team, and to represent Sean Combs. And this is a reminder to everyone, I hope, about the flaws in the criminal justice system, and for everyone to take a second look when the government charges people with crimes, and especially when the Southern District of New York does here. And so I hope everyone takes that seriously.
And we take this as an enormous victory and win. This is a huge win. He was acquitted of sex trafficking, acquitted of RICO conspiracy, and he will be able to sleep well at night knowing that. Okay, thank you to everyone. I appreciate you.
Jason, you guys get any of these here?
Well, I want to start just by thanking my family and the families of each of the lawyers here for giving us the space and the time to serve Sean and to fight for Sean. I want to thank the court for giving us a fair fight. And you see what happens when you have a good defense team come together in front of a court that gives the defense team a fair fight. And finally, I just want to thank Sean for giving me the honor and the privilege of serving him. Thank you.
I feel like there's not a lot more that I can say because these wonderful people have really said all there is to say, but I do want to thank Sean for the privilege of this opportunity to help him clear his name after all, with the Southern District coming after him, guns blazing. It really is a testament to the fact that when you get a fair trial and a jury of your peers listens to the evidence, they will do the right thing. And I just want to say again how proud I am to be part of this team and to have helped Sean get a just verdict.
What do you think of the deal today? Guys, can anyone share what Mr. Combs wanted to say in court when he raised his hand during the bail hearing? Does anyone know? No.
Can you talk about the bail decision and the judge using defense's own words during trial about violence?
I'm not going to talk about the bail decision because it's still a pending unresolved matter. And I don't think we're going to take any more questions. I want to thank you all. You guys have been so diligent and dedicated. I pass you guys in the rain. I walk by you in the sun, and you're all out here every day. And I just want to thank you. But I don't think we're going to take any questions.
Can you take us through the ups and downs of the day, though? Because Mr. Combs got acquittals on the major charges. Maybe thought he could go home tonight, and then was told he couldn't.
So a lot of these things are still in process. I mean, the one thing I'm going to leave you with this: we are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. To win this and to defeat the prosecutors from the Southern District of New York takes effort from beginning to end. Today was a major step in the right direction, but we fight on, and we're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family. Thank you all for coming.
Man, hook up on Diddy tonight, man. Diddy
Car insurance that lets you pay.
Man, Diddy feeding the hotel tonight, y'all. Hey, y'all, do y'all know how happy them boys was when Diddy came back to jail? Man, they probably was going crazy, banging on the door. Boo, 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 boo. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, if I was out, I'd be kicking that bitch. Doo. Yeah, Diddy. We see you, shorty. Yo, see, niggas don't understand, man. Motherfuckers don't get wins like that. These people been getting over and railroading people for centuries. You know what I mean? Not centuries, but decades. Man, they probably was kicking on the door. Do. Round of applause, man. Hook up on Diddy tonight. Diddy feeding the hotel. Diddy probably fed the whole jail tonight. The whole MDC ate off Diddy tonight, man. Not on no freak off shit either. And you already know, Bully, they going crazy. They went crazy when Diddy came back. Diddy probably felt like he was on stage. You know what I mean? Diddy probably felt like he was at Madison Square Garden, nigga, with Big back in the day. And they probably all felt like they won. Every black man in MDC probably felt like they won their case today. And a lot of them niggas probably end up going to prison. For real, man. Fed's terrible, man. Can't believe somebody ain't black, man, was co-signing that shit, man. Shit was yo, if they'd have found Diddy guilty, yo, you talk about miscarriage of justice. Yo, that'd have been a serious miscarriage of justice, man. Guilty of sex trafficking? Man, hell no. Bad enough they slandered his name. Yeah, you know he was. He probably did come back to the TED dancing. Motherfuckers was praising him. Yeah, Diddy, I see you, shorty. Beat them bitches, Diddy. Fuck wrong with him? Money talks. I'd have been talking big boy shit if I was on the TED with Diddy. I did, man. People would have thought I beat my case. Old time nigga ready to go to prison for life. Fuck it. Long as Diddy won, I'm good. You heard me? I know I ain't winning, but Diddy won. That's a win for me. Diddy gave people hope. You know what I mean? Diddy beating the feds gave people hope. Maybe I can beat them bitches too, man. Straight up. I hope it did though. Bye, Molly. Straight up. Check your account and see, nigga. Bluffing ass nigga. Yeah, y'all. That was. It's a great day today, man. Regardless of how people feel about Diddy, the federal government been doing black people dirty, y'all, since their inception. Ain't that what they say? Since the inception of the FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, the whole Bureau of Investigations, they've been doing black people dirty, over sentencing them, overcharging them. You know what I mean? Just treating us like we ain't human beings. Taking advantage of the poor. Even got some of the rich. Diddy said, no, not today. You ain't taking down the diddler. Not for my freak offs. Hell no. And I'm gonna do 2 more freak offs before the judge say stop. Yo, the judge got at least give Diddy 1 more freak off, yo. He gotta give Diddy Allstar nights with Tisa and Nacy Grace. If I was on the defense team, I would write that to the judge. We got 1 special condition, man. Just 1, you know. I know it might sound crazy when you first think about it, but hear me out. Diddy has been doing freak off since 2011. It's a part of him. He loves them. You know, you see how he acted when he couldn't get them. I understand that it's illegal. But 50 Baby Mother promised Diddy All-Star nights and reneged. He's never been able to get over it. The only way that I can truly guarantee that you won't get this behavior again is you gotta give him All-Star nights with Tisa and Nacy Grace and Remy Ma. You gotta give him that, Judge. That's the only thing we asking for. You know what I mean? 1 more Wild King nights. 3 days. Gotta last 3 days. Day 1, Tisa Tells. Day 2, Nacy Grace. Day 3, Remy Ma. Matter of fact, I think we need to get Tisa Tells and the girl from Law and Crime Network there at the same time. Yeah, I think they need to. I think they need to. I think they need to be done at the same time. You know, because they did equal as much damage, so we gotta get them at the same time. That'd be my only condition for the judge. Hey Jay, what she talking about? What you mean? I lack education. I say Tisa tells that she need a freak off. You don't think so? With all the lies she told, you don't think she should get a freak off at least out the deal? Like, I think we doing her a favor. You know what I mean? Cassie got 30 million. She can get a freak off, man. Come on, don't be stingy, Jen. Don't be stingy now. You know, freak off saves lives, man. It humbles you. She needs to be humble. Give you a different perspective on life. Ask Cassie. You ain't never gonna see Cassie again, man. Cassie will never be seen in the public again because of the freak offs. She'll never drop another song. Yeah, what you talking about? It's a celebration, Jen. You should be celebrating too if you tired of the fucking phase, man. The phase is the ones that ruined the black community. Fuck the phase. I never co-sign nothing they do, ever, unless they start grabbing people from molested children or something. Other than that, fuck them. They be locking niggas up on drug charges, minor drug charges, just because they're second one or third one. They send them to the feds for 20 years. Man, fuck the feds. They put guns and drugs in our community. Then when motherfuckers start using them, they start arresting niggas for it. Fuck the federal government, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, whatever the specials. What the fuck that other unit called? Shit. Niggas always forget about that. Thing's called Special Forces or something. Whatever the fuck that unit is, fuck them too. Co-sign no motherfucking face. Lost your goddamn mind. All the corruption they added to the world. They the reason black people and white people beefing or got issues. Feds, fuck them. Motherfucking feds. Y'all crazy as hell. Co-signing that bullshit. They get mad because people can see the play. People can see through it and y'all blind. So y'all, instead of y'all opening y'all eyes so y'all can see through, y'all rather just be blind. We praising no motherfucking federal government. They try, like I was saying earlier, they try to make it seem like like Diddy was. Yo, they told the jury that if Diddy, if Cassie or Jane Doe said no one time, that's sex trafficking. They try to tell the world that Diddy was using financial means to manipulate people. Well, guess what? My job doing the same goddamn thing. I don't want to be there every day, every goddamn day, but I gotta go. You know why? Because that's how the fuck I get paid. So, can we start suing our jobs for financial manipulation? Fuck no. It's bullshit. People better start applying common sense to the situation. Am I being forced to go to work? I don't want to be here. But if I don't go to work, guess what? My bills don't get paid. So I gotta be here. So it's everybody, it's your job financially forcing you to come to work. Are they holding the bag over your head? Cause that's what the fuck the Fed said Diddy was doing with Cassie and Jane Doe. Jane Doe ain't want to leave because her bills wasn't getting paid. Who the fuck fault is that? And people better start using common sense and stop being stupid. Shit was dumb. She should never been charged with the shit. Should never been charged with it. Right. Fucking bringing baby oil across state line. The fuck, man? See, yeah, but when you explain it to people that makes sense in layman's terms, see, you know, they give you a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo, so a lot of people don't understand that. Or you breaking down in layman's terms, does that make sense? Can I sue my job? Is everybody who got jobs, everybody that's working or got a career, is your job financially forcing you to come to work? Is your job manipulating you to come to work through financial coercion? Cause that's what the fuck did. That's what they said Diddy did to Jane Doe. They said it was financial coercion. He waved money over her head. She couldn't leave. If she left, her bills wasn't going to get paid. Her bills wasn't going to get paid. Well, guess what? If I leave my job, my bills ain't getting paid either. I'm ready to sue. I think we should all sue. By tomorrow morning, we should all have lawsuits out on our job for financial manipulation. Fuck it, get the feds involved. Start locking up these niggas. Man, Freak Off's coming back, man. I don't give a fuck what the judge. Done took the truck keys. Hope they don't need this motherfucker tomorrow. Man, we bringing Freak Offs back, man. Straight up, man. We getting Tisa in there. I mean it. I don't give a fuck what she said. You getting in this Freak Off. You dusty ass. All these motherfucking lies. I've just been lying for months. PNR. And matter of fact, let's go back to Tisa Tells motherfucking ass. Tisa Tells lies. Look at the lies that she told in the matter of motherfucking. If he fuck her, so you right? She fuck her. Do still owe buddy? He ain't lie. He ain't never recoup. Cassie, you need some of that money back, baby. She still owes 7 albums, 8 albums.
How to get rid of your junk car today. Step 1, go to pedal.com and enter your car's info.
Cassie still over 8 albums, y'all. We need that.
Protected. Baby, I love you and I will sue you soon, okay? But at the end of the day, these are Diddy supporters. Grown men rolling up on women, trying to intimidate them, trying to make me feel scared, trying to make me feel, because they're mad that the federal government looked at behavior and said it's no. They are hoping that maybe they can get like a few things. There's a bunch of dusty, ugly, men-identified women mad that patriarchy didn't work for them, that are riding along with them. I get it. This is the world that we live in. They're mad. A federal government bought. Listen, federal government.
Hey, I don't know, yo. Hey, Luther, we went back and looked at the R. Kelly trial. Yo, I don't know now. I don't know if any of that shit was, I don't know. I can't. We had to go back and look at the trial and look at the evidence. I know his case was a little different, He had over 1,000 victims. You feel me? So that's a little different. It's kind of hard to get 1,000 people to make up stories on you. And he went to prison for it already. The first time in 2008, I think.
And this he is crashing out. He's crashing out, and I love to see it. He is whoever it is, he is crashing out. Meanwhile, the man that he rolled out for don't know him, won't shake his hand, but he wants at the end of the day. And Idige, listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it is what it talks about. And I get it. And it's sad that these band of married men are doing this.
Sister got guards with her every day. Yeah, Thug ain't beat no Rico. You ain't lying. Sister got guards with her every day. So who is she? I thought she was a YouTuber. I thought she was an independent blogger. Who financed this? She said her boyfriend. Who was he? Why he haven't claimed her? Why there's no pictures with them together? Yo, the girl ain't right. Who is her boyfriend, man? This guy with all this money. Why we ain't never seen them together? No trips, no pictures, no nothing. He probably a fucking federal informant his goddamn self.
You guys, let's get back into this, okay? So anyway, Mark Agnifilio, listen, I will say this one time. The jury got it wrong, and the jury enabled this behavior. This is what the jury enabled. These are the people that support Diddy.
We sure ain't did it. The fucking federal government did it. The federal government sent her up to attack Diddy. She mainstream media. I always keep telling y'all that. She's like Nancy Grace. She fuck around, do fuck with Wack. Might be Wack side chick. She fuck with she mainstream media, man. I wouldn't touch her with a long handled spoon. I wouldn't touch her. She no good, man. She's a danger to the community. She a danger to the community. All she does is attack black men. That's all she do.
This is the type of thing that they want actually done. Grown men and women, men crashing out, emotional over someone that doesn't even know they exist. Grown men fighting for the fact that they should be able to abuse, bully, yell. This is the world they want to live in. This is the world they want to live in. And now they're crashing out, screaming, voices cracking, because they're mad that security is making it impossible for them to even touch me or get over to it. Anyway, you guys, let's get back into this. Let's get back into it. And they're mad. They're mad. But this is what they want. Okay, so Mark Agnifilio stood up and said that he thinks that Diddy should be able to be released and go home now, okay? The government said that they are going to strongly oppose that. The government said that they are going to strongly oppose that, right? Now, here's the thing, and you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I am here in the trenches with y'all. I am here, actually out here. There's a lot of hate out here. A lot of people act like I bought the charges. I will never apologize for supporting victims. And again, everybody...
Nah, y'all. Don't nobody act like you brought the charges. Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do feel sorry for you, whoever he is. I wouldn't fuck with this girl. Nobody's mad. Nobody think, you push false narrative, Tisa. Like, why is she not taking no accountability? You push false narratives. Intentionally. That's the issue. It's not that people praise Diddy. It's not that people think you push false narratives. You knew they was false. You had the information like I did. Like, yo, you can't explain that, y'all. You can't explain how me and Tisa Tells was both running the same paperwork. We ran the same paperwork several times. And how was I here and you was there? Like, it wasn't nowhere, like we wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't no meeting in the middle or nothing. I was way right, you was way left. And you did it with every single situation. Every single situation. You lied. You pushed false narrative. I told y'all, she told the world that Diddy was fucking with kids, man. Even though it was proof that Diddy wasn't fucking with kids. Diddy lawyers said in several documents there are no children in this case. Several documents, we read them. We read them months ago. Yo, how many of y'all that follow this channel thought that it was going to be kids in this case? How many of y'all that be here and was here from the beginning actually thought that it was going to be kids in this case, y'all? Because we've been dispelled that months ago. Grand showed you, I ain't never seen you here. You be here? I'm talking about the people that was here. The people that was here knew it wasn't no kids in this case. They should have known unless they thought I was lying. You know what I mean? They should have known, because we've been saying that shit for months.
Laughing and kikiing, let them have their point. But again, the day has to change sometime. Diddy left, so now they come to the only story, which is actually me, right? Which is actually me, okay? So anyway, listen, they're saying that Diddy should be out on bail because he got downgraded to prostitution. They said he should be released now. He should be returned to home. He's only been convicted of the Mann Act, which, by the way, can go up to 20 years for the Mann Act, right? Mark has made a bid saying he got released he got all not guilty for less serious things, but it is, right? He said that his plane has been chartered. The plane is in Maui, so he's not a flight risk. He says he has no access to the plane, and his family has, in fact, been, his family is going to hold him to make sure he doesn't try to run, right? He said that he shouldn't be permitted.
You talking about the bail? Fuck that bail. Diddy won. Even if Diddy got to do another 6 months, yo, you talking about life in prison versus 17 months? Man, he won. You keep saying he looking at Robert. You don't understand law. He's not looking at 20. If you really think in your mind, like, oh, it's crazy. It's crazy, yo, that you can prove people wrong several times and they still don't want to listen. If you think that a first-time offender, like Diddy, is a first-time offender, is going to get 20 years, then, yo, you are fucking sadly mistaken. It should be time served. It should be time served, and I think that's what he's going to get. Time served, probation. Yeah, man, that's what he's going to get, probation. Diddy don't deserve no fucking 20 years in prison. 10 years? You serious? Like, yo, what? Yo, for one, those two 10-year sentences are going to run concurrent. They're not going to run consecutive, which means the max he's facing is 10 years. But you have sentencing guidelines. There's guidelines to sentencing. You can go under those guidelines, but if you go over those guidelines, you gotta have a reason to go over those guidelines. Yo, I ain't the judge, but I have. Well, I basically been the judge in this case. Everything I said was true from the beginning. Rival, you've been here. You know it. You've been arguing for months. Everything I said was true. Exactly, Star Seed. Come on now. Joe, what specific factors? There's no specific. What specific factors? He got to sentence him on. Yeah, he got to sentence him on what they found him guilty of, not that other shit. You know what I mean? He didn't get found guilty of sex trafficking.
He should be permitted to go home and live his life at home, like he's been working, right? He said this is just a prostitution offense. They said that he should be able to leave the courtroom and walk outside.
Even if he do get time, he gonna be eligible for the box almost immediately. Then he gonna be home for the end of this year out. I ain't gonna say end of this year. If Diddy not home before the end of this year out, he gonna be home in the first 3 months of next year, for certain. For certain, he gonna be home in the first 3 months of next year.
Okay, they're doing the guidelines. But here's the thing. The prosecution jumped up and said that they are going to ask for the guidelines and they're going to ask for the maximum sentence of $20 million.
Yo, because know why this matters? Because the federal government is dirty. They dirty. They overreach. He should be home in October. Let me go back to the lawyers again. I was playing it in the car. But listen to the lawyers, man. A lot of people just came in. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new.
I can make over 35 different drinks.
We're probably the only channel on YouTube that been telling the truth since the beginning. Your people used to call us pedophiles. Y'all remember? It was calling us pedophiles. Say we probably abuse women. Like they was hitting us with the wildest shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why y'all not listening? Mainstream media is lying. These lawsuits is fake. This is all the things that we said and we went through over here, man. What you mean? His lawyer said he won today. So all these people are stupid? Oh, look at these guys. They look happy as a bitch. look like they wanted to be. The fuck you talking about? Hey yo, look at the face of these people. Do the face of these people look like they lost today? You talking about? You the dummy. The fuck these people look happy as a bitch. Look like they wanted to be.
All right. Thank you all for being patient. Am I speaking loud enough? You all can hear me okay? All right. Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today's a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garrett.
This is a prime example of the federal government trying to take advantage of a black man. Ain't nothing circus about this, Dion. This is very real. This is what they do daily. They just lost this time. This is what they do daily. They locked Dirk up for a fucking text message. Right now. Dirk is incarcerated for a murder for hire because of a text message. The O Block 5 got found guilty with no evidence on some of them. Just because they tied him to a RICO, they was able to push bullshit evidence in. Bring in guys that don't know these guys to testify as to their not character, but their identities. No. So you must don't got no family members that been done dirty by the system.
There it goes.
All right, I first want to thank...
Yeah, Dirk locked up for a text message. They got one text message on Dirk. They got a federal informant who you don't know if this person's credible or not, and a text message that say, yo, don't book no flights associated to me. And they got Dirk arrested right now, been locked up almost a year for murder for hire. Real think he won.
My client, Sean Combs, for trusting us, myself and everybody here, this incredible dream team that he put together. Without him, we would not have been able to do this. He is incredible, and I want to thank him. I want to thank the jury for putting such great care into this case. They came early every single day, and I want to thank them, as I said in my opening, standing between all of us and the drastic consequences of the criminal convictions of sex trafficking and RICO is a jury of our peers. And I thank them. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank, despite the terrible conditions at the MDC, I want to thank the good people who worked there, who ensured that we had sufficient amount of time to prepare for trial. It is extremely difficult to prepare for a federal case in the conditions at the MDC, and they did everything they could to make that happen. I want to thank them. I also have been saying this since the beginning of this case. Sean Combs has not sexually assaulted anybody. I've been saying this for months. We've said it with each lawsuit that came out, and today that was proven true. The media got it wrong about Sean Combs every single day for nearly 2 years. I asked that for every time you guys see a civil lawsuit, criminal complaints or criminal indictments, you actually take a look and analyze these and see whether or not these are actually going to stand up in a court of law. Because today they did not. He has not sexually assaulted anybody, certainly hasn't sex trafficked anybody, and the jury found that today. Thank you. I am now going to pass this over to Mr. Steele.
Good evening. Good evening. I want to thank the...
Because I bet him that Diddy was going to get found not guilty. Even though I'm sure I specified the main charges. But it is what it is. All he doing is getting his money back because he lost the bet. He lost the bet about the lawsuit with Jay-Z in it. Yeah, but he think he won, man. Even though just a couple days ago I said, yo, all they gonna find him guilty on is the counts transporting prostitutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my right and my left, there is not a better group of honest and ethical, hardworking, zealous lawyers,
that's definitely what happened. So the prosecution twist the law, remove the jury, coach witnesses on what to say, had the judge running plays for them, and still lost. What a trial. Straight up. That's exactly what happened, man. Still lost.
Mark and Tenny for allowing me and everyone else to come together. On behalf of my family, myself, I wish to thank you all for being here and writing truthfully about a man wrongly charged with most of the crimes. And that we all must remember that allegations are nothing. And I'd like to thank Sean for letting me...
She broke the case. She broke the case open, man. Like everybody saying Brian Snow, she broke the case open. She said, man, you lied. You lied in front of the jury, man. You lied on the stand. She fucked the case up for the prosecution. She need to get credit for that. But I think she's an understudy of Brian Steele. This Brian Steele peoples. So it's that's Brian Steele peoples.
Be here. Thank you all. God bless you.
She came from out of Atlanta.
What did your client want to say when you read?
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car.
Yeah, shorty a beast. Yo, I can just imagine when the jurors heard that. Like, damn. She went hard in that bitch. And you know she did it with some swags, a little bit of sass to her.
Thankfully, in our country, we have a right to a jury trial. And thankfully, Mr. Combs took that right. He actually battled for his freedom, for his innocence. He did it. And a lot of times, you know, people are too afraid to do it. And he did it, and we're so happy that he did. We're proud of him. We are completely honored that he put his faith and his trust in us to fight for him. Today is a major win.
But I ain't gonna
to
lie,
show what the system
a lot of us, they showed a lot of us is stupid. Yo, I'm gonna go to some of these lawsuits, some of the older lawsuits after this. So for people that didn't hear them, yo, listen to these lawsuits, man. Like, oh, these lawsuits was ridiculous.
We appreciate and we're so thankful to the jury. Thank you to the court. Thank you, New York. It's been a pleasure being here and fighting in your district. Thank you so much. And listen, we appreciate the media. We do. There was a lot of reporting on the accusations. There was a lot of reporting on the indictment. Please report just as vigorously on the acquittal of these counts, please, because that's also the right thing to do. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Good afternoon. So, first of all, I want to thank this wonderful team behind me. I am so happy that they allowed me to join it. I would like to say that I've done a lot of trials, but this is probably the most special one to me. And most important, I want everyone to know the job is not done yet. we're not finished. The job is not done yet. And so I want to, again, thank Mark, Tenny, and the rest of these wonderful lawyers behind us. They did a fantastic job. And like those before me have said, our system, the jury system, is important. We need good people to serve on juries. We need good people to come and say a person is not guilty. Take that courage to do that. It's okay. We want you to serve on juries. This particular jury was a special jury. It was fantastic. It listened. It paid attention. It put the nonsense to the side. It put the distraction to the side and came to a lawfully good, just conclusion. Juries are important. Juries are important. But more important than that, I think, is people wanting to be on juries. So for all of you all listening, for all you out there in the public, please accept the call, become a juror, and do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It is such a privilege to be a part of this legal team, this
That's what I was saying earlier,
amazing
yo.
legal team, and to represent.
If you don't spend $20 million on a legal team and lose, y'all, welcome to America. Yo, you do not spend $20 million on a legal team and lose in America, y'all. You just wonder how O.J. Simpson won. That probably never happened. There probably never been a time you spent $20 million and lost in the court of America. Why is she disappointed in justice? The justice system worked. This might be one of the only times that it really worked. It's a money system.
Sean Combs.
It's working just how they want it to work.
This is a reminder to everyone, I hope, about the flaws in the criminal justice system, and for everyone to take a second look when the government charges people with crimes, and especially when the Southern District of New York does here. And so I hope everyone takes that seriously, and we take this as an enormous victory.
If the judge over-sentenced him, Rob, it's going to get overturned. If the judge give Diddy, if the judge over-sentence him, it's going to get overturned. Watch.
Victory and win.
You
This
heard
is
they
a
said it
huge
ain't finished
win.
yet.
He was acquitted of sex trafficking, acquitted of RICO conspiracy, and he will be able to sleep well at night knowing that. Okay, thank you to everyone. I appreciate you.
Jason, guys, can any of you share what you
You're awesome. Awesome. Sit up there.
Well, I want to start just by thanking my family and the families of each of the lawyers here for giving us the space and the time to serve Sean and to fight for Sean. I want to thank the court for giving us a fair fight. And you see what happens when you have a good defense team come together in front of a court that gives the defense team a fair fight. And finally, I just want to thank Sean for giving me the honor and the privilege of serving him. Thank you.
I feel like there's not a lot more that I can say because of these wonderful people have
Diddy had 10
really
lawyers,
said
man.
all there is to say, but I do want to thank Sean for the privilege of
Yo,
this.
DJ beat no motherfucking Reggie. Yo, why the fuck would Reggie fight DDG? I fight DDG for Reggie. Tell Reggie hit Reggie. I'm ready to hit Reggie. I fight him. Fuck DDG, a fucking sucker. He ain't had that energy for Soldier Boy.
Opportunity to help him clear his name after all, with the Southern District coming after him, guns blazing. It really is a testament to the fact that when you get a fair trial and a jury of your peers listens to the evidence, they will do the right thing. And I just want to say again how proud I am to be part of this team and to have helped Sean get a just verdict.
Are you doing a video demanding? Guys, can anyone share what Mr. Combs wanted to say in court when he raised his hand during the bail hearing?
He did. What did you on Crime Stoppers?
Can you talk about the bail decision and the
Yo, he ain't no fighter.
So I'm not going to talk about the bail decision because it's still a pending unresolved matter. And I don't think we're going to take any more questions. I want to thank you all. You guys have been so diligent and dedicated. I pass you guys in the rain. I walk by you in the sun, and you're all out here every day. I just want to thank you. But I don't think we're going to take any questions.
Can you take us through the ups and downs of the day, though? Because Mr. Combs got acquittals on the major charges. Maybe thought he could go home tonight, and then was told he couldn't.
So a lot of these things are still in process. I mean, the one thing I'm going to leave you with this. We are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. To win this and to defeat the prosecutors from the Southern District of New York takes effort from beginning to end. Today was a major step in the right direction, but we fight on, and we're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family. Thank you all for coming.
Man, see to the motherfucking Dream Team, man. Yo, DDG was on Crime Stoppers. DDG Crime Stoppers. This your man right here, Martin?
The incident happened on Monday, October 20th of this year, between the hours of 10:30 and 11:30 at night. The murder took place in an area called The Nose, in front of 372 Linda Vista Drive and Valencia Drive in the city of Pontiac.
It's such a disbelief because
ain't that Dub?
Marion was such a sweet person, would do anything for anybody, and that's probably what he was doing the night.
Yeah, when he playing gangster. He playing gangster. He out here challenging the man to a fight. Yeah, it is something wrong with going on Crime Stop. Let me find this goofy ass. Boy, no motherfucking gangster. He's a cornball. He needs to stay in his place. Somebody hurt him. See, that's what he don't understand, yo. We don't do all this in my city. He better take that shit to Pontiac.
To drive.
As you can see, Darion, that was my twin brother. And I did a lot to get some closure, but ain't nothing working.
Ain't this the gangster? Ain't this the gangster? Wasn't he just fighting somebody the other day, a couple weeks ago? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. These boys out there in league, man. They can't do nothing with Reggie. Nothing. They better leave that shit alone, man.
To make me feel better. Know who killed my brother. I mean, I really wish I can explain to y'all the feeling that I'm feeling, but I can't. The words just won't come. It's just in my mind and my soul. So I'm just looking.
Reggie never portrayed to be no gangster. Reggie never portrayed it. He tells you he ain't no gangster. He tells you he ain't no fighter. Why would he want to fight Reggie? Why not keep it on the internet? He can't fuck with him. He can't fuck with him in the jokes. Reggie gonna pass him in the next 2 years. Shorty hating.
Closure, something to make me feel better.
Look at him.
My brother didn't deserve this at all.
Check your man out.
My brother was a loving person. He never.
Yo promoting his yo promoting his YouTube channel. Alright, y'all know what it is. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Yo, this nigga is promoting his YouTube channel at the Crime Stoppers interview. Like, yo, get this nigga off the fucking internet, man. You gonna make me get on his ass. He talking about he control. Then you can't out troll me, nigga. What's up, Ladybug?
Hurt anybody. This whole situation seems fake, but whoever murdered my brother, someone need to speak up because
shit cool. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe.
Didn't care. It was
trying to get Tisa Tails in the free go.
I think that person should get life in prison. If you know anything about this situation, could you just call 1-800-SPEAK-UP?
There is a reward.
What did he say?
Anything anything about this situation, could you just call 1-800 person to get life in prison? If you thought about it, I think that person should get life in prison.
Damn.
If you know any,
you out here chasing people to face, man. Get this nigga out of here, man. Man, Reggie, pull me up on the stream. I expose his ass. Get him off the internet. This boy's a clown. Out here cracking slick. Now look at it. Hold up. So you see him then. Check him out now, y'all. Check out the new and improved DDG. You know what I mean? The gangster. check out the gangster DDG, y'all. Hold up. He a gangster now. He turned gangster over the years. Check him out.
In that house, bro. Y'all know that little nigga wrong.
I fucked it up. God damn it.
And if niggas back in that little bullshit he been saying, y'all know that nigga got a fucking mouth on.
Check him out, yo. Check the gangster out. Check the gangster out, y'all.
On him.
Charlene in the building, y'all. Ah, shit, this shit keep doing that. Fuck computer got stupid. I'm sick of this fuck computer, y'all. Let me get me a new one. This shit stupid. I ain't used to do this, man.
Y'all in that house, bro. Y'all know that little nigga wrong. And if niggas bullshit,
yo, cut that
saying, y'all know that nigga got a
somebody cut that new DDG on. Yo, nobody ever said that in life, yo. In life. That phrase probably never was said. It really, somebody really meant it. Man, yo, that new DDG was hard as a bitch. Yo, you heard that shit, shorty? Man, what? Fuck is DDG? You know the little streaming nigga, man. Yeah, man, the nigga with all Crime Stoppers, man, and promote his YouTube channel. Talking about he want the killer to get life, that nigga. Yeah, fuck out of here. This boy's a cornball. Now he gangster now. He done got older, he tough.
Got a fucking mouth on him. Niggas backing that, y'all dead ass wrong too, bro. I don't give a fuck if that's y'all little homie. None of that shit, bro. That shit ain't cool. And y'all know with me, bro, I never start nothing. I'm never the initiator of any situation, bro.
You know never. You be tripping over here, yo.
Niggas always start
with me. Here what me start trolling. I get on his ass.
Bully when I go lower than low. That's how I go though. Really not tripping. Really not pressed whatsoever. Y'all in that house, y'all know that nigga dead ass wrong. If a nigga's not to call him and be like, hey, bro, you tripping? I tried to squash it 2 times with the little nigga, and y'all co-signing it, cool.
No, it ain't no squashing it. You can't, ain't no white flags being raised over here, man. You should never start. You should have minded your motherfucking business, fuck boy.
If you strike me, bro.
See the
I'm
Craig,
happy
man.
As fuck it happened this way. I would dead ass feel some type of way on the inside if when Reggie first left from Baltimore and he moved out there. If I would have moved out there with him, who wouldn't be happy? Who wouldn't be happy? Yes, I would be happy, appreciative, and take it to my full advantage. But at the same time, though, I would have that thought in the back of my head and my heart, knowing like, damn, I wanted to do it a little bit more. You feel me? Like, niggas know me together, but I wanted to push a little bit more. I wanted to stamp a little bit more of some shit real quick before I, feel me? So it's not like I'm only the nigga that came with, bro.
You said OT Genesis? OT Genesis DDG. OT Genesis did what to him? What the fuck, yo? Oh, he knocked him out? And why he got that? Why he don't got the edge to an OT Genesis? That man, he almost killed him with a punch. But he want to fight Reggie, though. I don't respect that, yo. I don't respect it. He want to fight Reggie, but O.T. Genesis knocked his ass out. Look how he talking about Reggie, though.
Hey, Doc. Hey, dude.
Look, matter of fact, before I get to yo, Lord Shorty from Baltimore want to hear boxing for Reggie. Not him.
You know how many niggas in the streaming world is only known because of they...
Not him. Where's Shorty at? Manny is his name. Manny is here fight him.
Five of y'all, 4 of y'all get killed. The 4 niggas that get killed, they go into spec. Don't let the nigga be a nugget. Don't be a nugget criminal.
Hold on, yeah.
Hey, do the garbage. Do the garbage. Let me tell you something, cuz. Let me tell you something, bro.
He is. And
Reggie,
niggas ain't with that.
That's my little bro. You play with him, we gonna jump out 4 deep, and you gonna be punch made for real. Fuck, nigga. Stop playing. Hey.
Dang.
all that time I wanna see you for real. You gonna, hey. You gonna get what you, hey. You gonna get what you're asking for, nigga. Hey, do the garbage. Do the garbage. Listen, man, your life already sucks. So you need to lock in with a lot. And then it's like the thing about Reggie, the Lord nigga gonna say what the fuck he want, nigga. He gonna say what the fuck he want, and it ain't shit you could do about it.
It ain't.
Pussy. That's the thing.
See, that's the thing. He ain't never, he in people career. He ain't never go against nothing. Yo, Reggie got the whole city behind him, yo. Like, I don't know where y'all from. Yo, but we ride for our people in Baltimore, because we ain't got a lot of them. I don't think DDG understands this. He got the whole city behind him, man. BS said what it is. Like, he not going to win this. He might as well leave it alone.
Make sure he can say what he wants. He can speak freely. Fuck, nigga. You niggas is clowns, bro. You trying to
ride for the city.
A little young nigga. DDG will, bro, I'm telling you. I got pause for cuz. I ain't gonna lie. Don't try to press the little guy. No, lie. And then it's like.
And that's why we don't respect that, yo. We don't respect bullies in Baltimore. You trying to bully, yo. He little as shit. Trying to bully.
What's up, y'all? Y'all can see me? I ain't gonna get right into it. Day 3 and...
Yo, shit, Reggie didn't put a lot of people on. What you talking about, yo? See, the thing is, yo, we watched Shorty whole career. He done brought every rapper on his stream as he was coming up. He got his whole little crew. They do little skit. Yo, what's your Reggie that did a lot? He ain't forgot. A lot of people. Shorty right there, one of them. Craig is another one. He brought OTR Chaz and YBS Scholar to Atlanta to shoot with Kai and them and had Raw 49 and all them there. What you mean? I just named 3 of them, yo. 4 of them.
Having a great time.
Why you think people going to bat for him? What's the other little kid name? Why you think so many people going to bat for him, man? Look.
So, guys, what block am I on? This Sunflower Lane right here, nigga. Yeah, you already know I'm with my C's, nigga. All my niggas got a body. Any nigga around me went to jail or killed something before. Straight up.
How many bodies do you got?
You saying what?
How many bodies do y'all have?
A piece or all together?
Like all together, like
You feel me? A piece or all together? You know what's up?
Yeah, I'm the fucking OG around this bitch, man. You heard? You see my little niggas, man? I'm a little scared of these niggas. Yeah, I'm scared, but it's good. Fuck it.
Y'all know what's going on, man. All my niggas bout that action. What these young niggas doing back here, yo? What the fuck y'all doing on y'all phones, yo?
Reggie got a whole
Who run you,
crew.
nigga? Huh? Oh shit, my fault.
yeah, you got that switch on. I think you back up.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
I killed a nigga right there in that spot, right there.
I see you somebody.
Hey, what time was it?
You said what?
What time was it?
7:37 p.m. He caught the body, shot the nigga in his head.
7:37?
Shot him again. Man, you know, coming from a place called Sunflower Lane.
Sunflower!
Yeah, you gotta really stand on that shit though, cuz niggas hear that, they think you pussy.
And never been a bitch.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I've been one before, but ain't no more, cause you niggas whores. And you know we done egged a couple houses. Right over here, come here, right over here. My father was running around the corner. Nigga shot my father. I'm 6 months old, I picked the Glock up. Hung.
That bitch wasn't heavy?
Huh?
It wasn't heavy?
Shit wasn't heavy, bro. It was like something took over me. You feel what I'm saying? Me and my niggas on the block. On the block. Me and my niggas got the Glock. Got the Glocks. He ran it twice. He didn't stop. He a snitch.
Why you tell him that?
Fucking man. You had the right. You had the right to remain silent. You still snitch. All my niggas toting guns. Toting guns. We go to jail. We gonna take his buns.
I ain't trying to take no booty hole.
I don't even know why we still got you around here. Why? You been stealing niggas' chains and shit. Where DeMonte chain at? You know what the fuck going on? This my shit, nigga. We be out this bitch all day. We don't even gotta get no money. We just like being outside for real. Them guns in them videos ain't props. We really shot your brother.
Get a fucking prop button.
You know we be lying. Guns ain't props, nigga. They really sending bullets through that way.
That shit all allegedly though. All allegedly.
Ain't none of this shit entertainment.
This
He really shot a nigga.
Entertainment.
He really shot a nigga.
This is all
I was there. Like I keep telling y'all, the ops ain't looking for me. They looking for weed, nigga.
And you know the rules. Yo, if you want to kill me, kill Craig, nigga.
You know that.
Yeah.
What? Craig, you know you up next to die.
I ain't gonna lie, we really got a lot of hitters, yo. My man right here, they call him No Name. He don't even talk. He don't got no name. None of that. He just
one get no name out here.
You see what he got on? He got on the green Nike Tech. You know how many bodies you gotta get to unlock the green?
Yo, they not playing, man. Shorty got a whole crew, man. Hold up. What Shorty say about DDG? I know he said something. I ain't gonna be able to find it.
Hey, bro. Like, stop clutching on cuz, bro. Just stop it, bro. I can't understand. I can't fathom you niggas. Why are y'all clutching on cuz so quick, bro? If you in this much beef, go in the house, bro. Go in the house, bro. Go in a gated community where cars don't come in at where you.
Man, Shorty got a whole crew, man. He got a whole crew. And I don't know what this nigga talking about, but he definitely put people on. Hey, biggest complainer, why don't you call me on Instagram? Let's talk about it. Fuck boy.
And for people that's worried about the
Reggie
title,
didn't start it. He started it by minding somebody else's business. Reggie girl was scamming. He called out for scamming. He tried to come to our defense. Should have minded his business. Because he scams his people as well.
I have lost all respect.
Yeah, Reggie humble.
For that little boy. I have no respect. I'm ready to go as low as possible. If you go low, you bring my family into it, I bring your family into it. That's just how I go. It's fair game at this point. And y'all know I don't never be trying to take shit this far. But he leave me no choice. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not gonna
tell that new DDG on y'all.
Speak on nothing because I just don't want to have anything correlating. This is all the skit, by the way. It's all fake drama, just for the benefit of views and making money.
Hey Martin, do you listen to DDG? Hey Martin, name 4 DDG songs off the top. You got 5 minutes, 3 minutes to name 4 DDG songs that you listen to that's in your rotation, man.
But this was the bad time to say what he said because I'm doing what, his dad never did for him. And he said something. He was like, "Where your such and such is at?"
Nobody knows his music. I ain't never heard one song.
I asked your daddy the same. I really wish I could ask him the same, but I can't.
Yeah, where the fuck Martin go? He disappeared.
This is what really bothers me about that little boy, right? I'm not even gonna mention him no more. I'm not even gonna say his name. What really bothers me about him is that I didn't even know this, and I'm telling y'all, I don't do no research on this. The front,
shit, Reggie got some songs
because my brother put me on to him. But I'm telling y'all, I didn't know he made a career off of dissing his daddy. Is that what it is, y'all? I didn't know he made a career off of dissing his daddy. Then I seen a clip where he said he ain't going to his daddy's funeral.
Appreciate it, Mom.
You're a terrible person, Reggie.
You're right. They didn't understand. They thought since Reggie was new that he wasn't gonna have no backing. So he thought he was just gonna be able to say whatever, do whatever to him, disrespect him, and it wasn't gonna go unchecked. He thought sure he was gonna tuck his tail. But what he realized is this nigga got a whole army behind him. Way bigger than what he got. Now, you took long as shit to name them songs.
Matter of fact, I am going to mention your name. You're terrible.
I got one of Reggie's songs playing in my what's it called right now. On my story, if it's still up. Where the fuck my shit at? It ain't up no more.
Terrible person. That man birthed you. That man came to your graduation. That man came to support you. That man wanted to be in your life. Your mom. You need to have a conversation. I think that's what you need to do. You need to have a conversation with your mom and ask your mom why. You need to ask your mom why your dad wasn't in your life. Was it because he didn't want to be, or was it because he couldn't? He was broke though, so maybe that might have been a situation. I'm not sure what's going on, but you dead ass wrong for saying you ain't going to your daddy's funeral, bro.
On a distant world, you faced the enemy.
Dang, for real? That shit just happened? It's probably not on the news yet. Chicago news. Why the fuck is Mellow Bucks having an album release party? Like, people listen to Mellow Bucks? It must have just happened. News ain't reporting on it yet. Let's see. You said 9 females shot. They be shooting in the crowds in Chicago. Yeah, they ain't report on that shit yet. Yeah, the whole city rocking with Reggie, man. We ain't going for that, man. DDG tripping. He just need to leave it alone, y'all. Oh, look at this fuck boy. Hold on. I can't stand his ass.
Nah, that is my last time speaking on these. Today my last day. I hate to do it. I actually hate to do it to these because I feel like they thought they had an easy mission.
It need to be
we ain't
over.
going for that. I feel like these thought like, oh, all right, we gonna do this and this.
It need to be over. Yeah, they thought they was gonna bully him, man. Ain't no bullying shorty, man. I want to hear what this fuckboy got to say. I think he a plant.
So, just a quick little ditty on Diddy.
Look, yo, listen to this nigga, yo. All he does is disrespect the black community. But that's all he speak on is black people issues. That's all he speak on. Yo, who did he represent? Who did he represent, yo? Where's some of his clients? Like, this nigga probably got a horrible record as a lawyer. They probably was 0-7 at trial and decided to come to YouTube. But all he does is disrespect black people. I can't stand this nigga, man.
For him. Prior to today, his heart was pounding. His heart was pounding. His heart was pounding. His heart was pounding. Because he was looking at life without parole. Life in federal prison. Being in the metro, which I think that's where he was, is no fucking picnic. You know, you're cleaning doors. You don't have a comfortable mattress. You don't have a warm blanket. You have a steel toilet that's sitting right next to your bed that smells like the way you just put in there. Do you have any kind of case you think lines are on those counts? But let's talk a little bit about the RICO and the sex trafficking counts. Those 3 counts, not guilty. And I have to admit, I was wrong. And some of you beautiful people out there were so eloquent in how you pointed out that I was wrong. I wasn't the only talking head that was wrong. But you never know. You never know.
Bitch, this edited ass video. This shit off my fucking page. You was wrong because you was pushing mainstream media lies. Fuck out of here, clown. See my man, little Reggie, talking about.
Nah, that is my last time speaking on these. Today my last day. I hate to do it. I actually hate to do it to these because I feel like they thought they had an easy mission. We ain't going for that. I feel like these thought like, oh, all right, we gonna do this and this law, we ain't going for none of that. Ain't going for none of that. For them saying,
Shorty he can be cocky because he know he got backing. He ain't in this by himself. He know that shit. So he can do what the fuck he want. You hear me? Reggie can do what the fuck he want. If niggas better not say nothing.
So who the first order of business? For them saying, I seen was talking like about dead folks and people that passed away. We not on that. I see my homies said what they said, you feel what I'm saying, after Dub, who initiated the talking about dead people, you feel what I'm saying, which he's not holding himself accountable, you know what I mean? But I see what's going back and forth. Me personally, I'm not speaking on the dead people because I feel like that's low. And I honestly don't think that I have to go that low because these are not getting under my skin. You know what I mean? But the fact that DDG feel like the setting an example of a dad passed away, for them saying, my dad was not killed, murdered, nothing. Mind you, my dad was really in the streets, no cap. Like, I ain't lie, my dad was a real goofy. I never said I hated my dad. I feel like this should give me a perfect time to actually express myself about this because I never really got to talk about that shit.
Hey, Benji, where you saying that at?
Who the fuck you call my phone, man?
What you just watched that on? What you just watched that on? Damn. Where the mother bucks from? And this from Chicago. So what part? You said it's on Reddit. Hell, bro, where the fuck you been at, nigga? What's on Chiractology or something? "12 people shot in Chicago." 12 people shot in Chicago. There's somebody doing a live. Fuck is he? This shit must have just happened. It's probably on Instagram by now. A Frico, not a Rico.
The shirt is self-explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in here for this. A Frico is not a Rico. What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law, right? He's making porn tapes with his girlfriend, consenting porn tapes. Now, some people might call it, oh, that's well, a lot of stuff that we do, you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna like some things that you do, but it's my personal business, right? So for example, I have a transgender child, right? My child is going from male to best friend.
Hold that up for me and kind of explain.
A Frico, not a Rico, y'all. My man said it first. Wow.
Is it? You know what time the reservation is?
I think like 11. 10:20.
Oh, 10:20. Yeah, all right, bet, cool. I ain't even really trying to, you know what I mean?
So, right, he had my dad as his home screen and shit, right? I'm yet again going to state it again. I'm personally not going to diss his dead people because I know that shit is just unnecessary. These niggas don't got me mad enough for me to even want to do that. But I just want to shed light on the lame shit that he did because he said I'm a fucked up individual for not going to my dad's funeral. When y'all niggas gotta understand, bro, as a man, nigga, mentally, bro, you gotta protect your peace, gang. And me and a lot of my family members not seeing eye to eye, and it is what it is. So it's like I wouldn't even put myself in that position. My mom went to view my dad, and even her just telling me, my nigga, that shit made a nigga feel some type of way. But I also feel like my dad did get to see me on stage. If y'all watch my stand-up, y'all would know I talked about my dad having a stroke. That's how my dad died. My dad had a stroke, and you know, with the stroke shit, nigga. Once your voice gone, nigga, your life next, nigga. Everybody know that, bro. You know, so, right? He had my dad.
Yeah, that was some clown shit. He's a clown. I never heard of this nigga. Rich and unemployed. Tell me now, unemployment.
Yeah, I did visit the.
Oh, I ain't watching that.
Like you finna go, so you gonna go taper fade. You like they tell me you ain't been brushing your teeth ever since you got veneer.
UFO spot in the trenches. Yo, why I can't find the video?
It's a UFO for real. No, we not making this shit up. Look at her, she gonna put. It's a UFO for real, y'all.
Oh shit.
That is crazy.
What the fuck is that?
Y'all, that's crazy. It's a UFO for real, y'all.
Yeah, that's wild. You don't typically see that type of shit going on. What is on Chiractology? It says somebody shot up my little bucks. All victims shot are females. Damn. They're out here shooting females. Yo, where y'all saying that on Reddit? Maybe I say sitting on Reddit, now I'm on Reddit, and anybody saying nothing. Yo, where's that on Reddit, y'all? Y'all done got me to get on Reddit. Go to new on Reddit. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use Reddit. I'm gonna go to Pablo. Nah, I'm out of here. I don't know how to work Reddit. This it?
Turning 40 this year and everything.
My Reddit must be different than y'all's. Ain't on my Reddit. You sent the link to my Instagram? So. Oh, yeah. Yo, what link did y'all send me? Got UFOs in the hood.
What?
Yeah, I did.
I know Remo posted it. That nigga Chicago'd out. Your bitch ass black. Here's Officer Watt.
Shout out, man. They say I had a badge. You know, badge. Of course I got a badge. Here go the thing.
She might have passed it. I seen one person got shot in the leg.
Just hitting me.
That was 4 hours ago, though. International drill.
I think it's called being connected.
I think everybody know about the police. I ain't surprised about the police. Yo, why Vlad always got something to say? He just sit his ass down, man. I give a fuck what Vlad say. Damn.
I'm not even finna put this camera on them. Check on y'all people if they came to this spot right here. Y'all, it was just a drive back. I was just sitting down. I'm sitting there drinking my coffee. My friends say they shoot. We stand up. It was just rounds going off. It's all females on the ground, y'all. All females on the fucking ground.
What the fuck you mean I ain't know
all
back the police?
Females, y'all.
You don't know back the police?
It's oh my God. Y'all, check on y'all people. They shot all females. I'm not going over there because I don't want y'all to. I'm not. I'm not showing them. Oh my God. I'm not even finna put this camera on them.
Yo, Diddy ain't you can't press the shit. Damn. No, Diddy ain't participate in online slander that led to somebody being indicted. Wack did that. And it was intentional. It was intentionally done. 3 dead, 3 ain't critical. Damn. That shit crazy. Motherfuckers shooting up females and shit. Hey, crazy. It's a dirty game, y'all. Dirty, dirty game. Them boys in Chicago be tripping. Could be some girls, man. You know they got a drill movement of girls. You know they got a make sure you help everybody subscribe to the channel, man. What's up, David? David always talking to damn dogs. Yeah, Tisa, yeah, we gonna get Tisa, I can speak on Chicago too. Fuck you talking about? Stop shooting girls, nigga. Fuck you talking about, man? That shit goofy. Shit goofy, man. They do that shit there, man. That motherfucker shoot from a block away. Chicago killed more innocent kids than probably any other city in America. Top 5. Top 5. Chicago kills more innocent kids than most cities in America. That's a fact. Cause you niggas out there in Chicago shooting from a block away. No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. What the fuck you talking about? Look up the numbers. No, they don't. Just Chicago, in California, in Washington D.C. Washington D.C. does it too. Everybody don't move like that, man. Everybody don't move like that. That's that shit. That's Chicago shit. D.C. do it too, though. A lot of innocent people get murdered in Chicago yearly. Every year in Chicago, somebody dies from a bullet flying through their window. Every year in Chicago. Hey, Haley, what the fuck? What was Tissa? Hey, Haley. Hey, Haley, what Tissa tell the truth about? Diddy's a monster. Why is Diddy a monster? Can you explain monster? What makes Diddy a monster? I mean, so you saying basically Diddy like the Predator or Freddy or Jason or like what kind of monster? if you could give me if you could give me an example of the monster that Diddy is, like what monster would he be? What monster would he be? Pick one. Like, Diddy ain't no fucking monster. Diddy a freak. Diddy had drug issues, man. Diddy was a domestic abuser. But to say he was a monster, I don't know, man. I think that's a stretch. Yeah, but, you know, Cassie tried to run off with the bag of drugs, man. Cassie took the drugs and ran. You know Diddy was a drug addict. He beat Jane. Did you know what happened with that? You know what happened with that Jane situation? You know what happened with the Jane situation? Jane didn't start talking crazy until she started talking to the federal government. Jane called that man a pedophile. That is that is what it is, Confident One. Jane called that man a pedophile, man. A pedophile. That's a crazy excuse. She called a man a pedophile. The feds coerced Jane into doing that, so they can use it in court. See, that's the part they ain't going. Tisa Tells will never tell you that, you know, because she lies. Her real name is Tisa Tells Lies. That's the whole name. Like, when you mention Tisa Tells over here, you got to put the lies at the end. If you don't put the lies at the end, it ain't valid. Her whole name is Tisa Tells Lies. That's her name. And y'all be over there believing that shit. That's why y'all thought it was kids involved. Hey, Haley, was you disappointed that there wasn't no kids involved in the case? Was you disappointed that more industry people didn't come out? Did you think that Diddy was taking down the industry? Did you think that Diddy was going to snitch? Did you think that Diddy was taking a plea deal? Did you think any of these things? Because I never thought that shit. The people that watch KBG News Daily, we ain't never thought that shit. The people that watch KBG News Daily, we ain't never think that. So why did you think that? Why do you think there's more people involved? We ain't never think that over here. We always knew it was only 2 victims. We always knew victim 3 wasn't coming to court. We knew this. How did y'all miss it? That's why Sister Tells. And she gets thousands of views daily. Like, how did y'all skip that part? No, it wasn't, man. They didn't get no AJ. They didn't get no videos out of Diddy house. They didn't get, but that's what Tisa Tells said. Tisa Tells said that Diddy was taking a plea deal. You remember? Hey, NJ, do you remember when Tisa Tells said Diddy was taking a plea? Do you remember when Tisa Tells said Diddy is cooperating with law enforcement? He's ready to tell. Do y'all remember these things? Like, how y'all, like, it's amazing to me how y'all can sit back, watch the lies, and then come over here and say, Tisa Tells tells the truth. No, the fuck she don't. She be lying like a motherfucker. No, it's not. She's not right. She's lying, Haley. She's lying. Because we never thought that here. We never thought that. So explain how does that happen? How does that happen? How do me and Tisa Tells got access to the same information? But she comes back with Diddy's telling. I come back with no, he's not. She come back with Diddy taking a plea. I come back with no, he's not. Somebody's lying, Haley. Somebody's lying. And it's been proven that she was the liar. No, Haley, Tisa Tells is pushing narratives, man. She don't even believe none of that shit. She probably get off the camera and smile and laugh like, I can't believe I tricked them again. You think what? And she probably get off her, she probably close her phone down and be like, yes, I got him. Do you think they brought it? Was I convincing? Did I trick them? Lying ass. Tisa don't tell nobody. Don't come over here and talk. Tisa don't tell the truth. Tisa tells lies. That's her whole name. Her lying ass. And we gonna get her that freak off. If Diddy can only do one freak off, Tisa Tells is gonna. What's up, Draco? Tisa Tells is gonna get in that freak off. I mean that shit. Go over there next time she go live and be like, Tisa, this guy keeping G News over there saying he need to get you a freak off. What you gonna do? Matter of fact, he did a video saying that you accepted it. Is this true? Let us know. It's not sick when it's consensual. It's not sick or misogynistic. Yo, look, Haley, let me keep it real with you. This might be the realest thing you ever heard on YouTube, right? Yo, we don't believe our victims. You understand? We don't believe everybody that claimed victim. He didn't drug no women, man. What are you talking about? Who did he drug? Haley, see? You see what I'm saying? You heard them to tell that we knew Diddy ain't drug no women. Matter of fact, let me go to some of these. Let me go to some of these fake ass lawsuits before we get off. Let me read some of these fake ass lawsuits that Tisa Tells reported as truths over there lying and shit. Let's go to some of these fake ass lawsuits. Hey Haley, let me know if this sounds believable. Let me know, man. Let me know if this sounds believable, Haley. I ain't gonna read the ones I read yesterday. We're gonna go to some of the older ones. Let's go to some of the older lawsuits. Let me know if this sounds believable to you. Nah, not Diddy rape Ashley. Sarah Rivers sues Puff. Let's check out what Sarah Rivers had to say. That's why I'm making the bands, girls. Nah, we ain't reading that one. I want the sexual assault lawsuits. Nah, not this one. Cause that's not alleging wild allegations. We want the ones with wild allegations that y'all all believed. We all heard the one where we all heard the one about the 13-year-old girl. So we ain't gonna read that one. We know that was fake anyway. The one that put Jay-Z in the mix. Hey Haley, I don't know if you noticed or not, but when it comes down to these lawsuits and these criminal cases, I'm probably the best doing it. To be honest, want to keep it real. I don't know if you knew here or not, but I think I can say that with confidence. When everybody was convicting Melly, I said, yo, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if they got really case on. If they got a case on Melly. When O-Block went to trial, I said, yo, I don't know, y'all. That case looks like it's gonna get tossed out. They ain't even sentenced them boys yet. They still ain't sentenced them. I don't know if you know that or not. Maybe you knew. You gotta stick around, man, so you can get some truth. If you're gonna watch Tisa Tells, you at least gotta watch Keep the G News. That way you can get some truth. You know what I mean? And you can weigh the truth versus the lie. Oh no, this ain't it. This one he sued. This the when they took his information. That's when Jay-Z and Tony Busby going at it. I got so many fucking lawsuits. I need to start downloading these motherfuckers, so I ain't gotta keep going back and doing this. Alexander Brothers, I don't know what that is. Jay-Z Motion. Brianna Boglin. This the girl that went to court. Alright, so this the one that went to court. This the one that said Diddy hung her off the bridge. I mean, hung her off the fucking, what's it called? Alright, look. Now we know this was a lie. September 16th. Assault. Now we know this is a lie now, y'all. So let's read the lawsuit. This is Brianna Boglin. Hey Maria, you still here? This was proven to be a lie. Hard mode, what it is. Hey, wow, you funny as shit. So it's on or about September 26, 2016, in the early morning hours, Miss Boglin, her then girlfriend, and Miss Ventura was sleeping in Miss Ventura's apartment. While they were sleeping together, Mr. Combs suddenly and violently began shouting and banging on the door to Miss Ventura's apartment. Recognizing the voice to be Mr. Combs and knowing his violent temper, Miss Boglin told her then girlfriend to hide in the guest bathroom and lock the door, while Ventura remained in her bedroom. Mr. Combs gained entry to the apartment upon seeing Miss Boglin on the balcony, advanced on her, grabbed her, turned her back to his chest, and molested her by groping her breast as she yelled to be left alone. When Miss Boglin began to physically struggle, Mr. Combs shifted his hands from her breast to her armpit area and lifted Miss Boglin up on the banister of the 17th floor balcony, while repeatedly yelling, "Do you know what the fuck you did? Do you know what the fuck you did?" Miss Boglin did not then and does not know now. What Mr. Combs believes she did, Miss Boglin attempted to resist him, throwing her weight back in the struggle not to be thrown to the ground. It would likely be her death. She managed to get herself back over the banister, but at 4 feet and 11 inches tall and weighing under 100 pounds at the time, Mr. Combs easily overpowered her again, immediately lifted her up higher on the 17th floor balcony. Yo, this was a lie. This was a lie. This was proven to be a lie. Let's go to another lawsuit. I didn't know I read that before. Where the fuck I get all the way down there? All right, let's go. Diddy, oh shit, we just was right there where all the lawsuits was at. Let's go to Diddy Halloween party, y'all. All right, here we go. Diddy and a male actor. Let's check this one out. Let's see if this one. Let's check out the credentials of this lawsuit. Man, baby oil free all week, man. Yeah, man. Baby oil going on sale this week, y'all. In celebration of Diddy, baby oil half off. Y'all better go get 100 bottles before it's all gone. But you gotta buy them in the hundreds, though. Only way you getting baby oil half off is if you gotta buy in bulk, like Diddy did. You gotta go to the counter and say, I want the Diddy package. And they already gonna know what you're talking about. 100 bottles of baby oil off the rip. We making freak offs great again. We bringing them back. All right, so let's listen to this. Diddy raped a male actor, y'all. Let's check this lawsuit out. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, plaintiff was an actor, regularly traveling across the United States for auditions and roles on stage and screen. After finding out about a role playing a police officer in a music video, plaintiff exchanged phone calls with a female casting director in New York. In October 2001, he traveled to Manhattan to meet with her. Excited for his big break into the music industry, plaintiff booked a room at a Hotel Newton on Manhattan Upper West Side and arrived in New York City the night before his meeting. The next day around 2 p.m., plaintiff reported to a hotel along the south side of Central Park As instructed by the casting director, he checked in with reception, who directed him to a suite near the top of the hotel. Plaintiff was met there by the casting director and a muscular, middle-aged African-American man who indicated that he worked for defendant Combs and appeared to be Combs' assistant or bodyguard. Plaintiff recalls approximately a dozen others in the room as well. Combs' bodyguard told Plaintiff to make himself comfortable on the couch and began asking questions about Plaintiff's background and his fitness routines. Shortly after that, Combs arrived and introduced himself. The bodyguard informed Combs that Plaintiff was the white guy for the cop role. Combs began asking Plaintiff more questions in his experience and lifestyle. He asked Plaintiff if he was in New York with anyone or if he had any friends there. Plaintiff said no to both questions and indicated that he was just there for the auditions. Combs told Plaintiff to stand up and take off his shirt. While Plaintiff was standing there, Combs asked him if he was comfortable with potentially doing nude scenes. Nude scenes for a music video? Okay. What this is going? This must is going to be on BET Uncut. Hey, I don't think Diddy ever had no videos on BET Uncut. Do y'all remember BET Uncut? Who old enough to remember BET Uncut? Did Diddy have any videos on BET Uncut? I don't believe so. I would have remembered. I used to stay up 2 o'clock in the morning to watch BET Uncut. Hey, look. While he was turning, Plaintiff heard Combs say, "He'll do." Combs then told Plaintiff he could sit back down. Once Plaintiff sat back down, the cast director offered him an alcoholic drink, which he declined. So then offered him a Diet Coke in a glass, which he drank, but noted that it tasted strange. At this point, Plaintiff realized the cast director was the only female in the room. The conversation continued regarding the music video and the shooting schedule, but as time passed, Plaintiff began to feel dizzy and nauseous. He asked to use the bathroom because he felt like he might pass out. Shortly after that, Plaintiff did, in fact, pass out. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all believe this dumbass shit? Based on information to believe Combs by himself or through his agents, employees, previously laced Plaintiff drinks with drugs, including but not limited to GHB or ecstasy. This behavior toward Plaintiff mimics a pattern of Combs and his agents and employees drugging unsuspecting victims in order to make it easier for Combs to sexually assault that person. Yo, this is lies, y'all. Look, then they put a picture of the conduit. How you can lace GHB in your alcohol. They didn't get this from Diddy. This is not the actual picture of what they said Diddy used. This is just a picture that holds no relevance. Just to confuse the people. Plaintiff came into a twilight state, still dizzy and nauseous, but semi-conscious and disoriented. As Plaintiff tried to get his bearings, he realized he was laying face down across a large ottoman with his head and arms hanging off of one side, and the lower half of his body hanging off the other side. His pants were pulled down to his ankles, and his shirt was pulled over his head. He felt a great deal of pain and realized as he looked back that he's being anally sodomized by Combs. Yo, do y'all believe this shit? Do y'all believe this? Yo, do this make sense to people? But we not done. See, Tisa Towers don't read you the whole lawsuit. Appreciate it, Nick. Tisha Towers don't read you the whole lawsuit. She just give you paraphrases. And that's why people believe it, but they lies. This lawsuit's a lie. We read this before. His vision was blurry, but he recognized Combs' chest tattoo and a large gold chain with a jeweled cross on it that Combs wore during the interview. So this is a man that was drugged, but he remember everybody drugged, but remember Combs. Like Sean Combs he's unforgettable. He unforgivable. What was that song, yo? There you are. With Fresh Montana and race, whatever the name is. Unforgivable. or unforgettable, whatever the fuck it is. Y'all know what I mean. But Diddy is unforgettable. You can be high and drunk out your mind, don't remember nothing but Diddy. You can be on ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, weed, Xanax, Percocets, and guess what? You gonna remember Diddy straight up. You ain't gonna remember that else. You ain't gonna remember your name. You ain't gonna remember what you had on. You ain't gonna remember what you gotta do the next day. But you ain't going. You gonna remember Diddy. That's what these lawsuits are saying, y'all. You gonna remember Diddy at all costs. You can't forget him. I don't give a fuck how high drunk you was. You could have sniffed the 8 ball of cane, took 15 perks, 3 Xanax, passed out, but you gonna remember Diddy. Straight up. You might not remember what day it is. But Diddy, you gonna remember him. Yo, this shit sound fucking crazy, man. I can't believe people this goddamn gullible. He even recognized his chest tattoo. And a large gold chain with a jeweled cross on it that Combs wore during the interview. Look, plaintiff tried to fight him off, but he felt dizzy and sick whenever he tried to move. Additionally, Combs' bodyguard was holding plaintiff down by the arms. Jesus Christ. Yo, so who was this Jane Dale? Did Jane Dale participate in this? Yo, we need questions. Jane Dale, was you there? You told the world you was Diddy bodyguard. I think this was, if this lawsuit was real, Jane Dale was the bodyguard. Fuck it. If this lawsuit real, Jane Dale was the bodyguard. Get on his ass. Jane Dale held the man down while he was brutally sodomized by Combs. Or was it Roger Barnes? You know, which one was it? You know, we need answers. Plaintiff recalls hearing a few other people in the room laughing and talking and saying what appeared to be camouflages going on, but could not see anything directly at this point. Look, it was a party, y'all. It was a photo shoot. Yo, it was a photo shoot, y'all. Cameras flashing, people standing around. When Combs was finished, he and his bodyguard stood up, and the bodyguard started putting the condom on himself. Oh my God, the bodyguard is gay. Jesus Christ. Plaintiff tried to get up and move quickly, but immediately felt another wave of dizziness and nauseous. Damn, he got a second wave. They had 2 waves of dizziness. Jesus Christ. Fuck your head. He could not support his own weight when he tried to stand up and passed out again. Damn. Dirty bitch. Yo, can't stay woke. I think he was narcoleptic, y'all. When he came to, he was being held in a kneeling position by a Caucasian man. Now he's kneeling. So first he was laid out, stretched out. Now he's on his knees. How the fuck was he on his knees? And he couldn't keep himself up. Oh, he had the dope lane. Yo, I got it now, y'all. They put dope in his drink. He had some of that motherfucking Baltimore 1990s heroin. You heard me? And he was on his knees, but he couldn't fall. He couldn't fall. First he was laying on his back, stretched out. Now he on his knees and can't fall. Look, now it's a Caucasian man. We don't know who he is. Why he don't mention him? Why everybody know Diddy? That we have yet to name the Caucasian man or the bodyguard. But we know Diddy though. The Caucasian man who was sitting on the front, hold up. By a Caucasian man who was sitting on the couch in front of him and orally sodomizing him. Plaintiff tasted metal and believed some sort of device was holding his mouth open. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. They gave him a mouth clamp, y'all. They was all that bitch experimenting on this nigga. Diddy's a scientist. Yo, we just found out that Diddy's a fucking scientist. Who would have known? Yo, who would have known that Diddy is not just a music mogul? He's a sex trafficker and a scientist. they was on this bitch performing motherfucking they was on this bitch performing test on this nigga. Because he tried to bite down but could not. Plaintiff later discovered he had a broken molar, requiring repair and a partial denture. Damn, they knocked his teeth out. Dr. Diddy goes. The man verbally humiliated plaintiff while assaulting him, referring to him as an F word and a P boy who liked what was happening. Plaintiff recalls the brutality with which this man forced himself onto plaintiff's mouth and throat. Damn, went all the way down his throat. And plaintiff passed out again from a lack of oxygen. Hey, yo, come on now, y'all. No police got called. No police got called. Yo, they did this man bad. The fuck, somebody should have died for this, man. Yo, they did this man bad, man. God damn. Yo, they fucked you over in that bitch. That nigga should have came out that bitch stumbling. Hey, yo, this is laughable, yo. Look, the next time plaintiff came, he was on the floor completely naked. So he went from, so look, let's get there. We gotta get the sequence of events right. He went from the couch to his knees. Now he's just on the floor. They just discarded him, left him like a dead piece of meat. Fuck it, we done with him. Somebody come get him. Hey, look, it was like, somebody get this guy. We done with him. So next thing you know, a cleaning crew came out. They just dragged him. Don't you know how they used to do what's the fuck that shit was, man? Soul Train? Was it the Soul? No, it wasn't the Soul Train. What was this shit, yo, when the guy came out with the Lord know it? Then they just grabbed him and moved him out. What the fuck that was, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about? When they used to rub the, why the fuck I can't never remember shit, yo, I'm on live. Apollo. Yeah, Apollo. They came out like Apollo. They just dragged him out the fucking rug. Yeah. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here. Hey, yo, the Sandman came and got him. Matter of fact, that's who came and got him. Diddy, you know, Diddy was in the industry. That was the Sandman job. That was his other job. We didn't know he did that. You know, he cleaned up for Diddy. You know, when he had these situations where the guy was all fucked over, Sandman, here he come. All you gotta do is say his name. Just scream Sandman. He gonna come for whoever he is and just drag him out. Like, go get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, this shit is fucking garbage, man. The next time the plaintiff came to, he was on the floor and completely naked. He was more coherent at this point and could clearly see the others in the room engaging in various sex acts, drinking and or smoking. Combs and his bodyguard remained, but plaintiff was no longer saw the female casting director. Embarrassed and violated, plaintiff tried to cover himself and started looking for his clothes. Once he found his pants, shirts, and shoes, he ran for the door without his underwear and also without one of his prized possessions, a commemorative leather jacket he got from working as a stuntman on the film RoboCop. Plaintiff never saw that jacket again. As he ran out, he heard someone near the door laugh and say, "Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed yourself." Plaintiff made his way downstairs and managed to make it to the sidewalk before breaking down. It was near dusk at this point. A doorman asked plaintiff if he was all right, and the plaintiff responded that he just needed to get back to his hotel. The doorman helped plaintiff get a cab and returned to his room at the Hotel Newton, where plaintiff vomited and cried all night, replaying the trauma of what just happened. He feared others' disbelief and or perpetrators' retaliation if he told anyone. He changed his flight, returned to the next morning to get home as soon as he could. Once back home, plaintiff tried to put the event out of his mind, but he was reminded of it when he painfully defecated and, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yo, this is crazy, yo. Yo, there's no way they did all that to him and he ain't call the police. Let's go to another one. Hold on, we ain't done. This shit get wild. Diddy in Miami. That's what we did. Let's check. Let's see what happened when Diddy was in Miami, man. Diddy was doing this shit coast to coast. You know what I mean? Miami, New York, DC, wherever. It's going down. Listen to this phony ass lawsuit. See, this is why we knew the case was garbage, y'all. So people that's wondering, how did I know the case was garbage? This why. Because we read this shit. You see when this came out right here? That's how long we've been telling y'all Diddy's case is bullshit. It's way longer than this, to be honest. All right, let's see what happened in this case. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? Hey, these nuts. Who the fuck? How do I know that? Do you know that? Who did he kill? Name me a person that Diddy killed. Y'all just be saying shit, man. He killed a motherfucking body, man. What you mean he bribed people? What the fuck? If you had money when you bribe somebody too? The fuck? The fuck you made? Like y'all is tripping, man. All right. Let's see what happened in 2022. You know, this is 3 years ago. They didn't kill Biggie, man. Look, here go rival back, y'all. Hey, rival, let me know if you believe this lawsuit. In 2022, plaintiff mingled and spent time with associates of Combs' businesses at a popular Miami nightclub. He did not consume alcohol at the nightclub. After spending some time with these individuals, an associate of Combs invited plaintiff to an after-hour event being hosted by Combs at a residential home. Combs' business associates escorted plaintiff to a black SUV, which drove plaintiff and another female to the party. After arriving, plaintiff entered the residence and joined the other partygoers. Plaintiff saw about 45 to 50 people, many of whom were recognizable public figures, no names. While mingling and making small talk with others, an associate of Combs approached plaintiff, indicating that Combs wanted to meet with him. The associate took plaintiff upstairs, where plaintiff greeted him with a drink and offered a tour of the house. Plaintiff obliged and began following Combs around the home. Now, this is a random person. All right. He said he did business with him. Let's continue. The tour came to an end in a bedroom. Yo, this is the show. Stop here, buddy. You walked into a bedroom. Look, the bedroom smelled strongly of marijuana. 5 other individuals, 3 men and 2 women, apart from Combs and plaintiff, were inside the room as well. As plaintiff and Combs entered the room, Combs demanded the woman perform sexual dances and acts on the other 3 men. Around this time, plaintiff suddenly felt weak and disoriented. Oh, here we go. Weak and disoriented again. Unlike anything he had ever experienced with alcohol before. It's time. As plaintiff's condition worsened, he began to fall in and out of consciousness. Plaintiff knew he had been drugged. There we go. Everybody drugged, but you can't forget Diddy. Unforgettable Diddy. Unforgivable Sean. Based on information and belief, Combs, by himself or through his employees, agents, laced the drinks with drugs, including but not limited to GHB. They put that in every lawsuit. Then give you a fake ass picture. Plaintiff soon lost conscience entirely. Hey, these nuts. This shit is funny. I don't know what the fuck you talk about. If you believe this shit, then you are just slow, my brother or sister. I don't know. If you believe this, you're just slow. Yeah, my family wouldn't even ever put themselves in this type of situation. Do you hear this shit? This not real. This not a real. We can laugh about it because it's not a real situation. There's no. Diddy didn't have sex with no sex workers. But all these gay lawsuits that came out, how the fuck didn't no evidence come out that Diddy was fucking guys? Or Diddy like guys to fuck him? None of that played out in court. It's not real, yo. If I thought these was real, I would laugh at it. This shit is comical. But let's continue. Yo, have you ever been knocked out before or knocked out drunk? Yo, when you knocked out drunk, you do not remember shit. First and foremost. Let's deal with that first. When you knocked out drunk, you don't remember nothing. Yo, and she got $30 million for that. And people get in the boxing ring and fucking and fucking fight for way less. Should fucking Cassie won a heavyweight fight. Yeah, I mean, Gervonta Davis might get 30 million. Cassie is on the same level boxing as Gervonta Davis. Fuck it. $30 million. I think she won. Plaintiff soon lost consciousness entirely. At some point later, he woke up to a sharp pain in his rectum. Everybody waking up to sharp pains. That must be Diddy M.O. Knock you out. Next thing you know, you're getting a sharp pain. Everybody getting sharp pains in their rectum. Fuck around with Diddy. Hey, don't go to sleep next to Diddy. I made that shit. You gonna wake up, you gonna have sharp pains everywhere. Fucking sharp pain. That's a hell of a way to describe that shit, right? A sharp pain? You would have thought that it'd been more than a sharp pain. That's just supposed to be excruciating. The fuck you made? What are you talking about? Has he regained some awareness? He knows his clothes were missing, yet he had no memory of removing them or where they were. Yo, this shit not real, man. It's not real. As he turned around to check the pain coming from his anus, he saw Combs naked, fully erected. Tried to insert it. Hey, yo, this shit not real, yo. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here. Y'all believe this shit? Look, plaintiff heard Combs talk dirty to him and others in the bedroom, and plaintiff recalls Combs telling him, "This is what you want," all while wearing a disturbing smile. So in the other lawsuit, they say Diddy told him this, that Diddy love. Now he telling him, man, this is what you want. You want this. You know what I mean? It's Diddy. What you made. The drugs prevented plaintiff from fighting back. Look, nobody fought back. Goodness great. So they all remember shit. They couldn't fight back. They was all scrambling and scraping, y'all. Diddy left from scrambling and scraping in that bitch. Everybody have drugs, but nobody can fight back. I am sleepy, Tita. Yeah, he lied. He lied. You know when I'm sleepy, I get the joke in this shit. Yo, cause this is comical, man. Yo, but so why he fight back? And in the lawsuit yesterday, they say my man went into fight or flight and just gave up. I say, whoa, shit. Yo, we out here changing definitions. Yo, that's fight or flight. As a grown man, fight and flight is giving up and letting somebody sexually assault you. Yeah, I didn't know that. That is news to me. I thought fight or flight would be like, I mean, scratching and kicking, clawing and punching and, you know, biting. Like, I didn't think fight or flight as a grown man would be to sit back and let somebody rape you. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe, I get it wrong sometimes. Maybe I'm naive and maybe I don't know what fight or flight means. I thought fight or flight is in that type of situation where your life is on the line. It's time to fight. I ain't think that means give up and concede. No, I thought that was like, some bitch ass shit for real. But in 2025, that is called fight or flight. All right, so look. So now now the drugs prevented plaintiff from fighting back or otherwise resisting Combs' assault. Plaintiff eventually slipped back into unconsciousness. So he's back unconscious again, y'all. He's out again. Plaintiff woke up the next morning in the same bedroom alone, almost immediately, as if someone could see inside the room through a camera or other device. Now Diddy watching them on cameras, yo. Get the fuck out of here. A member of Combs' security team handed plaintiff his clothes and instructed him to get dressed and prepared to leave the resident. Oh, man. Combs' associate security team escorted plaintiff out of the residence. They drove him back to the Miami nightclub and dropped him off. Yo, so these people just raped you and you got in the car with them? How many people would do that? How many people would get raped by a grown-ass man and then get dropped off back at the nightclub? Y'all niggas believe anything, yo. Yo, people believe anything, man. Like, yo, come on, yo. Cause people will apply some level of common sense. Yo, on a live yesterday, I asked my son. Hey, I ain't gonna ask him that. I asked my son that was 12 years old. When one of the lawsuits we read yesterday, the guy said that he came to the party and there was drinks on the table. He picked up one and drunk it. I asked my 12-year-old son, if you went to a party and you seen open bottles of juice on the table, would you pick it up and drink it? My 12-year-old son said no. My 12-year-old son said no. Now you mean to tell me grown men are picking up bottles and drinking them? Open bottles? Around people they don't know? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. All right, since that night, plaintiff has suffered. All right, so let's get to another lawsuit. That's fake. Diddy Halloween party. Let's see what happened at the Halloween party, y'all. Yeah, this is why we knew the case was garbage. This is why, for people that don't know. This is why everybody that been over here knew the case was garbage. It's 11:19. This how long we've been telling y'all the case is garbage. While y'all was watching Tisa Tells and all them lying motherfuckers tell y'all that it was kids involved, we was reading this. All right. In 2001. Oh, shit. The fuck? God damn it, I fucked it up. All right. He was having maybe it was a Halloween party. I never seen Dwayne. I never seen LeBron James in the maid outfit. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Maybe that they was playing maids and cooks that day. I don't know. They was role playing. All right. In 2001, plaintiff who was 18 years old at the time and her cousin attended a Halloween party. Listen to this, y'all. In 2001, plaintiff who was 18 at the time and her cousin attended a Halloween party held at Club New York in Manhattan. Combs and his entourage also attended the party and provided drinks to plaintiff and her friends throughout the night. During the Halloween party, one of Combs' security guards escorted plaintiff and two friends to a large black SUV limousine parked within walking distance of the club. They entered the vehicle and saw Combs sitting in the back. At least 6 members of Combs' security team were also in the limousine. Remember, y'all. It's her and her friends. One of the men handed plaintiff a drink. Minutes later, she began feeling dizzy, intoxicated, and disoriented. She felt as though she was unable to control her own actions. Where's her friends? So she with her friends, but she's the only one feeling like this. So based on information and belief, Combs by himself, whatever. This behavior patterns, we ain't gotta read all that. Combs ordered plaintiff to perform. Hold up. Combs ordered plaintiff to perform oral sex on one of the security guards. In turn, security guard ordered plaintiff to remove her shirt. Her friends are all here, y'all. The guard fondled plaintiff's breasts and forced her head and mouth into his penis. Combs then ordered plaintiff and the two other women to take turns performing on sex on each of the other men. Drugged, scared, and confined among numerous men. Plaintiff did as Combs and security guards ordered. It's like they're having a nice time to me. But let's continue. Combs called the woman profanities as he degradingly sprayed champagne all over them as they performed these sexual acts against their will. It's against their will. They all get in a limousine together, get drinks, and it's against their will. Okay. Ultimately, Combs forced plaintiff to perform oral sex on himself, which she did. Yo, this is crazy, y'all. There's a lot of forcing going on. Thereafter, Combs and security staff allowed plaintiff and other women to leave. Plaintiff struggled to exit the vehicle and suffered a splitting headache as she made her way back to VIP section of the nightclub. So she just got sexually assaulted and then she went to the VIP and still sat with them niggas. Okay. Y'all believe that if y'all want. Where she subsequently passed out. When she awoke the following morning, she was at her friend's house without any recollection of how she arrived there. But she ain't forget Diddy, though. In the aftermath of the assault, plaintiff struggled with intense emotional pain, mental health, feeling disgusted and deeply depressed. Yo. Damn, yo. What the fuck? I lost it. Oh, man, I mean, deleted the fucking thing I had up there. Alright, y'all. I ain't reading no more, y'all. Y'all get the point. What if they probably made it up? Like, what if it probably was a lie? Natural. It's, they not real. I wish I could get to some of the other ones, because some of the other ones worse. The Diddy ain't got to drug nobody, man. Y'all crazy. And these nuts, you a male or female? That man ain't least nobody drinks. Yo, them lawsuits ain't real. Y'all can't believe y'all gullible, man. Y'all gullible as a motherfucker, man. I can say y'all anything. Too bad they have to say ain't natural, but watch the video I did the night before last. They all gonna have the same story. That's how it makes sense. We all gotta have the same story. They all written by the same lawyer, Tony Busby. They all gotta have the same story. That don't make it true. That just means everybody's copying off the first person. You know what I mean? That means everybody's copying off the last lawsuit. That don't mean it's true, man. Kelly said it. And yeah, we're not denying he assaulted women. We ain't denying that. My bad Harpo said he got a beach house in Atlanta for sale. Who try to go? That's how I think too, Teresa. I think Diddy was just high. Diddy don't remember saying scraping and scrambling. He don't even know what the fuck that shit mean. What the fuck does scraping and scrambling mean? Like, I was just thinking about, have you ever heard that the same sentence? Before Diddy said scraping and scrambling, have we ever heard those two words next to each other in the same sentence? That nigga Diddy making up shit. Niggas ain't never heard that before, man. Nigga don't know what the fuck scraping and scrambling mean. Hold on, y'all. I want to read one more, y'all. Hold on. Well, we got to go all the way back because I fucking lost the page I was on. Yeah, my fucking computer been malfunctioning, man. I had to close the bitch up and open it back up and shit. Alright. Let's go back to Twitter. Twitter. Yo, there's nothing you can tell me, yo, because I'm reading the lawsuits, bro. There's nothing you can tell me. I'm reading the lawsuits. You know what I mean? I'm reading the information. I'm not just going off emotion. I'm going off what makes sense. These lawsuits don't make sense, man. They don't make dollars. They don't make sense. It was just a slander campaign. That's all it was, man. It was a slander campaign. That's all it was. Damn, we gotta go all the way back up. God damn it, y'all. R. Kelly be home in 2 years. Watch. At the Diddy come home, he coming to get R. Kelly, man. It is scrambling and scraping no heart, bro. Everybody's scrambling and scraping right now, man. Just accept the reality, yo. You was lied to. Accept the reality, yo. Damn, your mainstream media be fucking. Your mainstream media a beast. You heard me? Yo, the way that they can lie, get proven to be liars, and people still believe it. Yo, that gotta be some form of mental illness. Like, it gotta be. That shit gotta be some form of mental illness. Now, I'm gonna read one more lawsuit, y'all. Cause we got a whole bunch of these bitches. Like I told y'all, we read about 15, 20 lawsuits. That's what separated Keeping G News from Tisa Tells. You know what I mean? Tisa Tells all that bitch lying, giving y'all fake half truths and shit. Yo, how many times we watched Law and Crime Network and was like, yo, we gotta get that lawsuit. It gotta be more to that story. We gotta get the whole lawsuit. Alright. Diddy and a 38-year-old man. Let's see what Diddy did to the 38-year-old man, y'all. What did Diddy do to the 38-year-old man? This is a 38-year-old grown man. Let's see what Diddy did to him, y'all. Let's see what happened. Let's check out the factual allegations. Are y'all ready? This what Diddy did to a grown-ass man, yo. 39 years old. Old as a bitch. $50 Cent is a cornball. Natural T. Don't listen to 50 Cent. He said a cornball. In or around 2022, plaintiff, then 39 years old, attended a party hosted by the Finnick Homes in a large, glamorous home in New York City. Plaintiff attended the party with friends and started off the evening socializing with the guests. During the course of the night, plaintiff consumed alcohol that had been provided to him. Fuck. By other. What the fuck? Provided to him by other individuals at the party. After consuming the drinks, plaintiff began to feel disoriented and began to lose control of his body and to lose consciousness. Based on information and belief, Combs, by himself or through his agents and employees, look, there we go. It's all Diddy's fault. Shortly after having a drink, plaintiff blacked out. They all blacking out, y'all. It was a blackout party. Yo, Diddy was having blackout parties, y'all. I figured it out. If you didn't black out at a Diddy party, you wasn't allowed. Matter of fact, I think everybody blacked out. So if everybody blacked out, how the fuck did he get sexually assaulted? I think that was the theme for the night. Yo, we gonna drink until we black out. Just a little fucking day. Just people denied that shit, man. Shortly after having the drinks, plaintiff blacked out, just like the last three. They all black out, but they all remember Diddy. Can't forget Diddy. When plaintiff regained consciousness, he was in a dark room with black walls, on a bed with black sheets, all black. I told you it was a blackout party. Y'all think I be joking. Everything black. The house was black. The house was black. Cars black. Clothes black. Everything black. Look, everything around him was dark. Plaintiff was horrified to find Combs on top of him. So you in a black room, black sheets, black walls, black carpet, Combs black, but you knew it was him. Okay. Hey, you crazy motherfucker. I better punch Diddy right in his mouth. What you talking about? Plaintiff, in a state of shock and confusion, forcibly fought Combs off and fled the room, making his way into a nearby bathroom. There, plaintiff discovered that his anus was bleeding and that he was feeling severely disoriented. Despite still being dazed, disoriented state, plaintiff fled the house in an effort to escape the situation as quickly as possible. He did not return to the party after. Plaintiff was traumatized by the assault and continued to experience. Nobody filed. No police is called. No police is called, y'all. Hold up, man. Fuck it. We're going to read another one. So we did the male actor. Did the Hollywood party. Diddy 17-year-old. Did we read that one yet? Let's read the 17-year-old. See what happened. These are all lies, y'all. Let's see what Diddy did to the 17-year-old. This is dirty work. On or around July 4th, 2004, plaintiff, a 17-year-old model at the time, attended a modeling gig in Manhattan. Afterwards, she was approached by two men in a dark SUV. There go the famous dark SUV, y'all. He didn't ride white SUVs. They was all dark. It had everything dark. I mean, if we don't know nothing about Diddy, we know everything is black. Blacked out rooms, blacked out SUVs. It's all black. The men gave her a flyer for a party happening later that evening. Damn. And the party is always happening right now. Or later. It ain't never a party for next week or next month. Whenever they get a flyer, the party is tonight. Like, we ain't playing no games. We partying now. We cover lawsuits where They seen the person, and the party was happening right now. Follow me. We going to the party. We going to the party right now. Stop what you doing. Stop. Freeze. Let's go. Party time. And motherfuckers be like, all right, shit, I'm coming. Fuck that. I was ready to go pick up my girl from work, but shit. Fuck that bitch. She catch the bus. I'm going to the party. Fuck you, man. Pam decided to go to the party and dialed the number on the flyer. Shortly after, a car parked. A car picked her up, picked her and a friend up, and brought them to the party. So look, the friend with her now. The party turned out to be one of Diddy's infamous 4th of July parties at his estate in the Hamptons. Yo, this shit not real. These nuts. The fuck is not real. They lies, bro. This was jury tampering. This is media manipulation. This shit ain't real, man. That's why we can laugh at it. Where's her parents at 17 years old? Just going to random people parties that she meet at the gas station. Or whatever the fuck she said she met these people at. Dang, yo, this shit blowing me. I say shortly after, a car picked her and her friend up and brought them to the party. The party turned out to be one of Defendant Combs' infamous 4th of July parties at his estate in the Hamptons. Combs' Hampton parties regularly attracted A-list celebrities from across the entertainment, fashion, and business worlds. See, this is why y'all thought that it was going to be all these entertainers and everybody was going to be exposed because these fake-ass lawsuits. If you knew these lawsuits was fake, you wouldn't be expecting no A-list celebrities and all this other shit to come up in Diddy trial. If you was watching Keep It G News, you'd have known none of that shit was going on. The event was lavishly decorated, featured live musical performances, and boasted top-tier food and beverages. An atmosphere of opulence and luxury full of celebrities. I done fucked it up. Many unsuspecting individuals like plaintiff were recruited to attend these parties. Some of this recruitment, as with plaintiff, took place in Manhattan. When plaintiff arrived, Combs' staff at the front door required her to hand over her purse and her phone prior to entering. Plaintiff recognized numerous celebrities in attendance as she walked around the party. Service circled through the rooms of the mansion with trays of drinks. Plaintiff decided to have one. Shortly after drinking it, plaintiff began to feel lightheaded and disoriented. There we go. Keyword, disoriented and lightheaded. Based on information and belief, yeah, we know, GHB and all that other dumbass shit. And we know about the GHB, man. Diddy was dousing people with GHB, putting it in their baby oil and all that dumbass shit. Oh, it's a lie. This is a fake picture. Holds no real relevance to the situation. Maybe I need to wipe my screen off or something, y'all, because this is blowing me, y'all. I don't like this. As she grew increasingly disoriented, plaintiff searched for a place to sit. She stumbled to a couch and promptly lost consciousness. Jesus Christ. Everybody's losing consciousness. Can nobody hold their alcohol? Can nobody hold their liquor? Can nobody hold their drugs? Everybody's unconscious. Why the whole party ain't go unconscious? Why it's always one person? Why is it said? Why, yo? If these drinks was laced, right? Why wasn't, yo? It's not real. These nuts. It never happened, bro. Like, stop saying stupid shit. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. The lies. Yeah, but why is it? Why several people can't share this story? It should at least be 4 people that can share this, that can vouch and say, hell yeah, I drunk that shit too. I was disoriented and I went out too. Hey, Teresa, it's not even real. It's not even real for them. It's just all fake. This is made up. Tony Busby need to write books for a living. He'd be a great author. Whoever write his lawsuits need to be a fucking a New York bestseller on the bestseller list. When she awoke, plaintiff underwear was missing. She felt throbbing pains in her vaginal and anal areas. Look, they always keep trying to see what they did. At this point, plaintiff was alone, and she could not find her friend who had accompanied her to the party. So the friend left her. The friend left her. Is that reality, y'all? Two girls went to the party together, and the friend left her to be raped. But guess what? The friend never came back. In a state of panic, she began to hyperventilate and cry. Combs and his two bodyguards approached plaintiff and threatened her. Combs told plaintiff that she would be in danger if she spoke about what happened, stating that he ran New York and he would ruin her. At this point, plaintiff recognized that at least Combs had sexually assaulted her, so Diddy told on himself. She woke up not knowing what's going on, and Diddy said, "Look, I did it. I know you don't know what happened, but I did it. Whatever happened, it was me. It was me. I did it." She feared for her life. Plaintiff was coerced into agreeing not to contact police in exchange for the return of her purse. So once she got her purse, she couldn't call the police. She agreed out of fear of what would happen if she did not. Combs' security team then escorted the plaintiff out of Combs' estate and into a car, dropping her off at the Hedges Inn in East Hampton. Plaintiff was taken to a hotel alone, and she did not see her friend again for 2 days. Friend disappeared. Out of fear of retaliation, plaintiff did not file a police report or seek medical attention. Where the friend at? These nuts. So the friend left her at a party. So the friend was in on the play. Did the friend set up? It's not real, yo. Yo, I'm done with y'all, man. Hey, yo, y'all crazy motherfucker, man. Oh, shit. This is why the media is able to continuously keep running plays and keep running plays and keep running plays and keep running plays because of people like these nuts. Like, yo. Yo, we ain't never gonna get it right. The media gonna keep manipulating y'all motherfuckers. The media is gonna keep manipulating y'all motherfuckers, man. I'm ready to end it anyway, yo. This shit crazy. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hey, look, these nuts. Yo, believe what you want to believe, y'all. Yeah, man. But y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, so never keep what you do, and I'm out.